We're live.
There, we're live. Okay, let's see. Why does it not? Oh, I gotta refresh, I think. Hold on. Visit channel. There we go. Oh, I gotta refresh, I think. Hold on. Oh, I gotta visit. Okay, tell me if you see anybody come in. Can you see people come in?
It shows me there's 0 watching, and it doesn't show me when they come in. It'll just show when the comments come, but there is a delay on comments through StreamYard.
Okay, so
There's like
how do I go on YouTube and get the
comments
link?
through
Will you?
StreamYard. I posted the link on the Facebook.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, hey, Joko, Italian woman.
There's 7
Three,
people on.
one,
Jump up.
4. Everybody say hi so we can see who's watching. If anybody is friends with JT, that's what I'm going to call him. No, I'm not talking about Justin Timberlake. I wish I was because, hi, Brittany. Because, like, if anybody's friends with Justin Timberlake, you can ask him to come live with us too. But anyway, if anybody is, hi, Melanie. If anybody is friends with JT, I do know that he's wanting to go onto a live with the Truthers YouTube. But unfortunately, per the last time I was live with JM, he said to me, I won't let anybody talk shit about you in my group or on my videos. That's what he said to me. And yet today, for over a minute, he let this guy ramble on about me and what a problem he had with me. And he also lied about, not JM, but JT lied about the actual way that it happened. And he has me blocked. So mute yourself when you're taking a hit, Pause. uh, he has me blocked, so I can't respond to anything. But at any rate, we'll wait for a few people. How many more people are here, Foz? Oh,
It says 10.
Says 10. Okay. Well, we tried, just so whoever's watching knows that I am blocked. Hello, Alexis. I am blocked by JT. So I asked Mr. Foz to please contact him and invite him to come onto a live where we could discuss this. The reason I'm not going on to the Truthers one is because of what I said. I mean, I don't think he can control his panel. He won't stop people from bashing other people like that are not there to defend themselves. And like couldn't even defend themselves because it was a Facebook live and I'm blocked. So um so that's why I asked him to invite Mr. Foz to invite JT to come on this live and we can hash it out. Um, but Mr. Foz sent him a message. What did it say? I didn't say JM Angela. I said JT. So why don't you just like listen to the whole thing? I talked to JM today. So Foz, what did your message to him say? Something like, "Hey, would you like to come on a live with us?" or
I
something?
said, yo, what's up? Will you come on a live with Holly and I? Seems you keep talking shit about her on live, so let's squash the beef since she's not even in the group that you went on to. I said, there's no reason to be talking shit on her in all these lives just because you two had a disagreement about something. Then he replied, but he removed the message before I opened it, and then he blocked me. So by the time I went to reply, I can't reply anymore.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not always on this account, so I didn't catch it right away.
So yeah, so we'll wait to see if JT comes on. But in other news, I had um, not had, but hey, Foz, will you let Angela, Mrs. Angela Ferris? I did not say JM has me blocked. Please stop putting out untruths. All right? Never once did I say that. So anyway, could you message the ladies? No, I said JT has me blocked. JT. I never said JM has me blocked. Oh my goodness. Multiple times. So anyway, Foz, thank you so much for doing that. So there's apparently gonna be drama, you guys. Will you mute that, Foz?
Yeah. Trying to send a link to people.
Okay. So there's gonna be drama. It's gonna happen. Okay, guys, and it's gonna revolve around people that are not Russ, because stuff is coming out every single day. I'm learning because of my live, because of what I did the other day, Thursday. Because of that, women have come out and women have said that Josh has hurt them, okay, in very specific ways. And I'm a woman, and you know what? He hasn't hurt me. Angela, I'm not going on Jonathan's live. Okay, so you can go back there onto Jonathan's live and tell them that I'm going to tell the story here. And if Josh wants to talk about it, he can come here. Pause.
Yeah.
That's right in my ears. So I'm not going to keep my mouth shut when people treat other people like that. And just like Ron Swanson said on a video the other day that I just watched, he said, I will paraphrase, but it's a very popular quote. He said, "The only thing evil needs to prevail is for good men to do nothing." How cowardly of me, Angela. That's fine. That's fine. You can say what you want.
How cowardly of her. Josh could easily come onto this live and talk to her here. He doesn't have to be on the Truthers Reborn. He could be over here. So how cowardly of Josh Teller?
Blocking both of us. But anyway. So do you want to come on, Angela? Do you want to come on and squash our beef? Yeah. Okay. So anyway, like Ron said, do you want to come on live, Andrea, or do you want to make messages? Well, first I want to talk about this. You were there for the whole conversation that we had on the banter page, Andrea.
You still there, Holly?
Yeah. Oh, I'm waiting to see what Andrea says. Okay. So were you one of the comments of the 10 comments that got deleted? Because there's no screenshots of it. They got deleted. JT, I'm not in that group anymore, but JT let me know or let everybody know on that live that he went to the admin right after that conversation. Hey, Karen, and asked and told them whatever was going on and had them delete it. I will tell you exactly what happened from my point of view. He asked who John was. Somehow in the span of I don't know how many minutes, he found out who John was and decided to go to this person's Yelp page and leave a bad review on this person's professional business simply because he was associated with Russ. Not because he'd ever gone through the haunt himself, not because he knew this person personally. And I told him I thought that was wrong. And he said some choice words, and I wish I had screenshots of it because he was pretty brutal with me in that comment section about how he didn't give a fuck. He didn't give a fuck about anybody's business or anything, because if they were associated with Russ, they could take a flying fuck after what they did to him. And then he said, or then I was at work, and then all of a sudden my messenger starts ringing for a video chat. And I'm like, I mean, there was 10 comments between, I don't know if there was anybody else's comments, Andrea, in that, or just mine and his. But I think it's wrong. I think it's wrong to go after somebody and try to destroy their livelihoods because of their association with somebody else. Okay? Because Kata Silvis was associated with Russ. There were 10 comments. Can you mute like whatever's going on behind you, Foz?
Carrie said hi.
Hey, Carrie. And
Angela wants a link. I'll send her
hold
a link.
on. Wait. Can you
All right.
turn down whatever's. Wait.
What do you hear? My TV?
Yeah. It's really loud.
All right.
Yeah. So, I was brutally honest with him. I didn't call him names, right? I didn't call him names. I told him that what he was doing was wrong. And that's exactly how I felt. And he tried to video chat me. And I said, dude, I barely know him. I sent him a couple messages and tell him he could go live in our group for whatever reason, whatever he wanted to, and told him to feel better after his surgery and to watch what he ate. And that's it. We don't know each other like that. Like I would never just up and video chat someone I don't know or without asking. That's just weird to me. But at any rate, I said, dude, you don't just go randomly video chatting people because they disagree with you. And then he sent me a voice message basically saying, fuck Russ. And I'll let Foz play it if, you know, if he wants to or if we need to. But, and then he blocked me. I didn't get a chance to respond. I didn't get a chance to like say anything back. He blocked me, sent that voice message and blocked me and said like he thought. And then I think on the live tonight in banter that he said he thought I was working for Russ, but because I say, and it's true, because Kata Silvis worked with Russ and people didn't go all crazy trying to shut them down, right? Going on Yelp and trying to discredit them. Becky and Greg were really close to Russ. People didn't try to ruin their lives, right? Hi, guys. Melissa was really close to Russ. And we supported her when she found out the truth. And we don't allow people to talk shit on the contestants, right? Maybe this guy doesn't even know anything about Russ yet. So you go on a Yelp page. That was my problem. You go and you try to hurt this guy's business and this guy's livelihood because you don't like Russ and what Russ has done to you. I mean, hello, Lexi.
I guess just let me know when you want me to send Angela that link.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, so like I'm not, yeah, right. Like Joko, like why would I why would I spend money to help Melissa get to Kata Silvis if I was working for Russ? That would be, I mean, if I was working for Russ, I'd be like the worst Russ worker in the world. So, at any rate, he's down on Russ. Got it. I'm down on Russ too. Dude was just this John guy was just a cameraman. Just a cameraman. That's all he was. And he wasn't and in fact the Tennessee haunt, most of us agree have nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with what he's doing in Tennessee right now. So it's just Russ. Russ is the problem. But should we destroy other people in our quest to destroy Russ? I mean, other people that are associated with Russ that might not know Russ's true colors, that might not have seen Russ's true colors. Hey, Carrie. Exactly, Tiffany. Exactly. You want to put that up, Foz? Tiffany's comment. Most of the people that encounter Russ are good people. A lot of you were Russ supporters at one time. Hi, MX. Do I know who you are?
Gotta ask, when you see the comments, are you seeing them on StreamYard or on YouTube?
YouTube.
Oh, that's why you're seeing them before me.
Oh. Haha. How do you know John? Do you know John, Andrea? Okay. So if Josh would like to come on here and squash the beef, at any rate, I'm not going to go onto JM's live because, like I said, on the last time we spoke, he said to me, I won't let people talk shit about you. And he let him sit there and talk shit. He didn't do anything. So why would I ever go onto something that he's gonna just like let them just like spew without the person being there to defend themselves? Well, I'm telling the truth here. I'm telling exactly how it happened. If somebody has screenshots of that initial conversation, I didn't call him any names, Andrea. I don't do that. You've seen in my group for long enough that I don't call people names. Hi, Courtney. So you can't see who's watching, can you, Foz?
No.
Okay. Because if Josh is here, like, I don't know. It probably doesn't matter if we're blocked on Facebook, not YouTube. So,
Yeah.
Hi, Kat. Hello, Melissa. Right. So I'm saying you said I was pretty brutal with him, but I wasn't brutal like calling him a bitch and telling him to go fuck himself or anything like that, right? I mean, I told him I thought it was wrong to go on to a Yelp page with no knowledge. And maybe you have knowledge, but dude, Josh T did not have knowledge because he says all he was doing was asking who this guy was. That's not all he was doing. He's like, I just wanted to know if he was part of the haunting community and part of the Haunters Associated. And that's not what he did. He went and he said, I put a bad Yelp review on his business page. That is directly having no contact with this man, no prior knowledge of this man, that he just decides that that's like a good thing to do, right? I gave him my honest opinion, and he said on that live earlier, the one in Truthers, he said that I like got all up in his shit after he messaged me, but I didn't. Okay, Andrea, it was 10 comments. It was 10 comments altogether. And I'm pretty sure that there were other people because he said, "Who is John?" Someone answered him. There were 10 comments altogether that got deleted. So I didn't go at him and at him and at him. So, but, maybe we're both at fault. But, and yeah, maybe it is stupid. So instead of block me and then go on to talk shit about me, I haven't said word one about him. I haven't said anything about him publicly. He goes on to say what he said today. Many things. He called me a bitch no less than twice. And then said he didn't have a problem with me. Come here. Get up. Hold on a second. Okay, I gotta feed my dog, maybe walk him. But at any rate, like, was it only 16 minutes, Karen? I thought it was more like 30.
What
Courtney,
was 16 minutes?
he went on live in banter for, I thought it was more like 30 minutes, but yeah, he went on live on banter for however long, railing against me because he said I went after him in message that I went, like, I didn't even respond to his voice message. And you guys can listen to his voice message, how he tells me, fuck anybody that's involved with Russ. But the thing is that there are good people that are involved with Russ. And there are good people that were. And so we don't know. Do we know if John is a good person or not? Like, I don't know. Does he know? He doesn't know. Right. Sorry about that, guys.
Do you want me to play his message?
I don't know if I want that or not right now because I don't know if that's necessary right now. I mean, if he comes on here and lies, I suppose. Okay. All right. Go ahead. Let Angela on.
Let her on?
Yeah, let Angela on. Hi. I would like to hear. I'm going to give Angela a chance to speak her mind. And I will shut up.
Angela, you got a message from Josh Colvin.
Lexi. Oh. He said he did a Yelp review. I would have never responded if he didn't say I went on his Yelp page and left a bad review. I would have never said anything. So absolutely, yes, he did.
All right, Angela's here. Hello, Angela. Can you hear me? Yep.
So Sasha, you can't get on live with us because otherwise we're just a bunch of avatars. This must be incredibly entertaining for all of you guys. Okay, he said he did it, but he didn't do it. Okay, but we don't know that. I guess I take people at their word, right?
Did I really click on that thing?
Actually, it's not entertaining for anyone, actually. It's getting pretty ridiculous.
Hey, Joe Schmo. We're not talking about that, Josh. Yeah, you could be. Are you drunk, Sasha? Hey, Michael.
Yeah, Joe, we're talking about a different Josh here.
We're talking about a different
so
Josh.
many Joshes. Too many Joshes.
And if you're not going to tell us who you really are, Joe Schmo, I don't really think you have much room to talk. Okay, well, I think you should get on and stick the camera right up your nose, Sasha. Anyways, Angela, I would like to hear why it's hypocritical. Like I want you to give me cold hard facts. None of this circular talk you like to do, but cold hard facts about why it's hypocritical that I say that what I just did about JT.
Because you have no problem talking about anybody else or bringing up anybody else's past, and yet somebody just mentions your name.
No.
And you flip out. So that is hypocritical.
You're right, Andrea. You're right.
No
we both should have done it privately, but I'm blocked. He won't talk to me. He blocked Colvin.
You have no remorse for bringing up
and
people's
he
past.
blocked.
Let her say what she's trying to say here.
You said
I dated Russ and don't reveal anything relevant. Hold on. Put that up. Put that up. Joe Schmo. Please. Courtney, it's the idea that I'm sorry, I'm still laughing at Joe Schmo. I don't hear her. I don't hear Angela at all.
I'm here. You can't hear me?
Howie, do you hear Angela?
I do not.
Can you hear me, Josh?
I can hear you. I don't know how she doesn't hear you. So Howie, you didn't hear anything Angela said?
No, because I just got yelled at in the thing to let her talk, and I can't hear her.
Yeah. I don't know why you can't hear her. Maybe try loading it up separately so you can like listen to it.
What do you
on
mean
your
loading?
phone.
I
Like
am on my phone.
load up your TV or computer or something.
So that you guys can hear it in the background?
No, so that you can hear Angela. I can hear her, and other people can hear her, but
So, I
you can't
mute
hear
my.
her
Okay, I'm
somehow.
gonna mute my mic and listen. Okay, Angela, hold on. I'm gonna mute my mic, and then I'm gonna turn my TV on so I can hear you on there, and then I'll unmute myself when I want to talk, I guess.
Melissa says disconnect and reconnect to live. I'm gonna do that. No. Angela, try talking and let's see if Holly hears you.
Okay.
Holly, you here?
Hello.
Holly?
Yeah, I heard her that time.
All right. So I guess that'll work. JM says if we back out and reconnect, it should work also. Want me to try that? Reconnect this live again?
All of us reconnect the live or just me?
I guess I would have to end this and start it all new live.
What about just me? What if I back out and reconnect? Holly needs to disconnect and reconnect.
Oh,
okay. So what do I do? Just leave and then follow the link back in? Okay.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Be right back.
Nope, sorry, Angela. I thought she was actually interrupting you there, but no, she didn't hear you.
I told Josh to unblock you. You might want to check if he has.
I don't know.
I don't think it's fair for her to talk about him unless he's here.
He didn't unblock yet. I tried sending another message. All right, let's see if this works. All right.
She did
Holly,
agree to go
can
live.
you hear Angela?
Jonathan.
Yeah.
Can you hear Angela?
I think that was her talking, unless you have a
Yeah.
woman there with you.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Angela. I missed everything you said before.
Oh, I get to repeat it?
I guess.
Yeah. I was just talking about how you have no remorse and you have no problem with drama, even if it hurts people. And then, you have no problem talking about other people, but somebody mentions your name and you have to clear your name and make a big old deal about it. Well, people don't like you for a reason. And that reason is because it doesn't matter if somebody is emotionally distraught, you still go after them over and over again, and you have no remorse for it. You said you do nothing wrong. And then you publicly announce in your group that you're all for the drama, and you don't care how it hurts people. And people are getting sick of it.
Okay, they can leave. Angela, I'll ask you to give me an example of how I have no remorse. Remorse for what exactly?
For Josh, for one, Josh Owens.
For Josh Owens? Okay.
You know
no,
how
I
upset
don't.
He was. Yes. You know
upset
how
about
upset
what?
he was.
What about all the women?
He has publicly told people how messed up and how upset and how sorry he is.
Do
and
you
it's
feel
not for you
anything
to
for the
say,
people?
It's not for you to say if he's sorry or not, because he talked to the people that he needed to apologize to. It's not for you to say when somebody is sorry or not.
No, you are correct, and he doesn't owe me an apology, and I told him that repeatedly. But what about all the other people he's hurt? He has no remorse.
He does have remorse.
No, he doesn't really, because I'm going to say he hurt somebody real recently that he has no remorse over. The truth will come out, Angela. Yes, it is true.
That's not true. Just because
true.
they don't tell you, who's going to tell you anything, Holly? Because he didn't tell you. I mean, you want to know everything, everybody's business, everybody's dirty laundry, so you can exploit it. so you can exploit it, and so you can hang it over their head, just like you did to Jonathan. You're telling him how to run his group. You're telling him, how he should do things. Like, who anybody can make a group. Anybody can do whatever they want. And for you to hang things over your head, like you told Josh Owens, that if he came back, you're going to put out this video about him.
I didn't say
like
if he came
basically
back. I said I will
blackmailing him.
put it out. I said I'm going to put it
Blackmail.
out. And if he comes
It's
back,
blackmail.
okay, it's blackmail. All right. So you say. But however, I've not hung over a single thing over anybody's head. Anything. Give me some proof. Give me some proof, Angela. You want to know how many people in this chat right now has shared very, very private things with me? And every single one of them knows I have not shared a single thing. Raise your hand. Well, I won't tell you to raise your hand if you've shared something private with me, because then obviously. But
you pick and choose who you want to go after.
Right.
It's still not
I
okay.
don't know. I have one person. I have one person that I go after.
Right.
However, you say that I say that I'm all about the drama and I don't care who I hurt. I've said that. Where have I said that?
You didn't publicly say you don't.
That's what you just said. You just made that statement.
I said
no, it's obvious to you. And if people don't like me,
drama.
If people do not like me, yeah, I said I don't care about the drama. I said I don't care about the drama because the truth lies in the drama, Angela. And if people don't like me, they can leave. They can leave.
The only truth that has came out of the drama is that you are out to hurt specific people and you don't care and have no remorse.
No, I'm not out to hurt
anybody.
I'm not out to hurt anybody. I have no need to hurt anybody. However,
you have hurt people.
However,
you have no
who have I hurt?
For.
Who have I hurt?
Josh, for one.
Josh deserves to be exposed. Josh deserves to be exposed. We're not just talking about the HS stuff.
Not sorry.
Right. Well, it's not for you to say who is sorry and who is not sorry. Talk about being hypocritical. But anyway, I'm the judge and the jury for myself. For myself, Angela. But anyway, Josh deserves to be exposed. He's hurt people very badly. You may not believe that, but you will see the truth. It will come out.
He has apologized for it, and I know it
will come out. He is not. We're not talking about
stuff that nobody knows about.
It's going to come out. I'm going to hold this over his head and blackmail him, basically.
No, that's not what I said.
Said it.
No, I said me and Foz were going to make a video of all the stuff that is actually public knowledge that is out there for people.
You told Jonathan that if he left and Jonathan took over the group, you might hold
give me some proof that I said that.
The video.
Give me some proof that I said that in
video.
I did not say if he leaves. I said it won't matter if he's gone, because if he's gone from the group, nobody's going to come back and be like, oh, who's this Josh Owens guy? I never said I wouldn't put the video out if he didn't come back, because I'm putting the video out whether he comes out or not.
Who are these people?
You don't get to know who the people are.
Ask about Josh Owens. You think all these new people from some movement,
if he was in the group and admin of the group, yes,
is going to come join and want to know all about Josh Owens' dirty laundry.
It's a
beef with you.
Can you mute her for a second, Foz, so I can finish? No. Will you let me finish, Angela?
Go ahead.
Okay. I said repeatedly, I'm putting the video out regardless. If Josh is part of this group in October, when the new influx comes, if he's part of this movement, especially if he's an admin and a face of the movement doing the interviews and stuff like that, people are going to find out about what he's done. And it's not just the Holly thing. The anti-Russ movement. The anti-Russ movement, the cause, the thing that everybody is supposed to be here for.
I've never seen you participate in anything anti-Russ.
Okay.
So I don't know.
You can say that. Will you please mute her so I can finish? Foz?
I don't think we need to be muting.
Okay, well then she needs to let me finish and stop interrupting me. I have never once said, if Josh leaves, I won't do this. Never said it. Go back and watch the live. Never said
I
it.
did.
Stop. I'm trying to talk. I said, we are going to put it out. We are going to make it. It's going to be on YouTube. Are we going to post it in our group? Maybe we won't. But it's going to be on YouTube. If in October Josh isn't part of the groups, it won't matter because nobody's going to be saying, who is this Josh Owens person? People did it this year, Angela. Who is this Josh Owens person? That's why people have come to me. That's why I know. And who are these people? It's not just, it was about the Holly situation. It was. But since then, I've learned a great deal of things. And Angela, if you're such a sympathetic person and you really care about people and you heard these stories, you would be rolling over right now with disgust that you support Josh. With disgust. As a woman, as just somebody with a heart, which I know you care. I can clearly see that, Angela, that you care about people. It is, you would be, if you knew what I know, and the reason you don't know what I know is because you support him. Okay? And because people are, it's not even funny. And I won't tell their stories, but when they're ready for their stories to come out, they will come out. And you're going to feel sick to your stomach that you supported that man. Sick to your stomach, Angela. I promise you.
You know what?
So yeah, I have
It
no
doesn't give you a
remorse.
right to blackmail people.
I'm not
It doesn't.
blackmailing him. I just said,
And
I
I've
never
talked to
said if
him,
he
and I've
doesn't
heard
know,
him,
because you're just
and he
telling
is.
you are slandering me by saying I'm blackmailing him. I never once said if he goes away, I won't do this. I said I'm making, me and Foz are making this video.
You said you might hold it off if he goes
No,
away.
I never. No, I didn't.
Basically blackmail. I heard
No, I
you.
said I said I
your
would
live.
stop posting about him in my group if he was no longer part of those things.
So who's your next target? Because I saw you go rolling on to Paula and the girls.
We're not going to talk about Paula here. If Paula wants to come here, Paula can come here.
But you talked about her in her group, and she's not even in there to defend herself. So
she has you.
How hypocritical is that?
I've invited her to the group. I've told her she can come to the group. How hypocritical is it if she doesn't? You know, I've never said anything.
You know
I've
what?
never
Somebody
said
says
anything.
Your name. Somebody
really?
says your name in another group, and you flip out. But it's okay that you bring up everybody else and you talk about everybody
are
else.
you going to tell me that Paula didn't? Are you going to tell me that?
One of your posts. Who is Paula? Like, are you instigating people to try to find out who Paula is?
I didn't say who is Paula.
Paula.
Did I say who is Paula?
Yes.
Somebody else said who is Paula, and I said
no.
Okay,
no.
Go there. Are you on? Can you get on Facebook from here?
It's in your group.
You're in my group.
So who is this Paula? Instigating people to try to find out about her personal life? Is that what you're trying to do? Because I see where you're going with this crap. You have like a hit list. Like anybody, you know.
No, hold on a second. Foz, hold on a second. Put that Courtney low. I never said nope, she's wrong, mute her. Don't put words in my mouth. I was trying to talk and she kept talking over me and she would not stop. So I've given her a chance to talk and she kept talking over me when I was trying to talk. That's why I said mute her. Now, Angela, I would like to go. Could somebody that's in the group, in my group, Revisited, please go find a post where I said, who is this Paula? Because I do believe somebody posted that under the live that I posted that said, who is this Paula? And I said, I think that's what we're all wondering. But so no, I don't believe that. But you know, Angela, there's been a question in the for you in the chat that I don't know if you saw or not. No. Basically, did you tell the live the other night that you were on with Truthers? Did you tell everybody that Lindsay told you that Foz was Taryn?
Yes, I've seen her say it.
No, did you say that she told you that Foz was Taryn?
In a chat, yes. One of many that I was in.
Okay, are you going to show proof of that?
If I have to go through all my chats.
Yeah, all you have to do is search the name Taryn.
I do have a screenshot of you and Lindsay in your group joking about the rumor that she was dating Taryn. And
Right
that's the
after it
same
already
thing.
came
And
out
that
from
is the
Paula
same thing
and
that
Angel.
wait a minute. That's the same thing that Angel and Paula were doing. They were joking about rumors because there are so many stupid ass rumors. And so
Mm-hmm.
you want to talk about them joking about a rumor, but you
No,
and
they
Lindsay were joking about the same rumor in your group. So how
After we heard it
hypocritical
from
is
them.
that?
Yeah,
I
after we heard it
saw
from
it in
them.
their live. I showed that to Lindsay. I showed that to Holly. I showed it to everybody. I thought it was hilarious, and it became an inside joke with me and Lindsay, pretty much.
So it was bad that they did it in the closed group, but then you can do it and it's okay. Okay, I get it.
No, it was once the point where all of you actually started calling me Taryn, where it became a problem, and then I messaged Taryn himself
Can't
just
hear
to
you.
show. I said once you all started calling me Taryn, it became a problem because I don't want Taryn thinking I'm telling people that I am him or anything like that. So I messaged him myself to show him that this is what's
So
going around, and obviously I'm
you
not the one who
joked about
started
it,
it.
and Holly and
Yeah,
Lindsay were joking
once I
about
heard
it too.
about it, I joked about it and called Lindsay wifey and all kinds of stuff. And yep, I
So
guess I'm Taryn, and
it's not okay for Angel and Paula to joke about the same
They
exact
weren't
thing. But you can
joking
joke
about it.
Yeah, they were. They were
No, they
talking about
weren't.
stupid rumors.
No,
Yes,
they
they were.
weren't. They
I know they
weren't.
were.
Okay, well, we've
Yes.
got the live there in my group. Did
you
anybody
yourself
find
were calling me Taryn on that last
Sasha?
post that we had where we were going back and forth with comments all day long. You were calling me Taryn. That's when I messaged him.
Nobody said you were Taryn.
You did.
In their live. They were joking about stupid
No,
rumors.
but you in your comments were calling me Taryn.
Yeah, and I said that because Lindsay had mentioned it.
Hold on, I want to say something. Not to you, Angela. I'm sorry for interrupting you, and please pause. Nicole, you're a woman. You're a very sensitive woman. And I believe that you have a very giant heart. But excusing men for doing despicable things to women just because he hasn't done something to you does not make it right. You, like I said to Angela, when you see the truth come out, you're going to feel sick to your stomach that you support him. Sick to your stomach. And sure, we could just move on, but we could just move on for the Weinsteins and the Bill Cosbys and all the people of the world that hurt women because they can. Toxic masculinity and all that bullshit.
So you're admitting it's personal. It has nothing to do with McCamey Manor whatsoever. You're admitting it's personal. So it's a personal beef.
No, it's not a personal beef because he's never done anything to me.
But yet you're talking about this supposed movement that he's head of, and then you use that as a reason to go after him. Why don't you just admit that it's something personal?
No, it's not.
You yourself. You said Josh was the head of this movement, so people need to know what he's done. It has nothing to do with McCamey Manor.
Yeah, it does. It does. Did you? You were in the live the other night when I was talking. Were you not? Or maybe you weren't. Were you not? Did you not witness my live where I explained this? Because I'll explain it again.
No, I didn't watch most of it.
Not most of it, but did you say hi, Angelica? Did you watch any of it?
I watched some of it, yeah. Until you
Okay.
lied about me and it pissed me off, so I didn't watch
Until I lied about you? What did I lie about you? About you bringing the rumor?
You said that I was accusing Taryn of something.
No, I did not. Okay, we're going to have to, I'm going to kick you off here if you don't stop lying. I did not say you accused Taryn of anything. I said you told Taryn that Lindsay told you he was Josh Colvin. That's what I said. I never said you accused Taryn of anything.
It was in a chat, yes. Lindsay did say it in a chat. One of many that I...
Okay, told you that Taryn is. So go find it. All you got to do is search the name Taryn in your chats. I'm sure you'll find it.
So you're saying Lindsay started this rumor?
Yeah,
that's what you said in that live, and that's what you're saying now. There's no way Lindsay started that rumor, and she's here in the chat now, and she would back that up.
Well, I'll have to go find it. But she did. She mentioned it, and people were talking about rumors in that chat, and that's what came up. And I repeated it. I do admit I repeated it. Yes. I'm not going to lie.
Josh Teller unblocked me. I sent him a link. I don't know if we'll see it.
Somebody needs to pay him. Courtney, can you tell Josh to unblock Foz and come on?
He unblocked me, but I sent him the link. He just has to see it and click on it.
No, Joe Schmo, none of this is about Russ. But we do talk about Russ. But what we do is we talk about Russ in private so that, like, people that don't reveal their true selves don't get to hear about it. So if you want to, like, reveal who you are, we'll gladly accept you into our inner circle.
Joe probably expects all Russ stuff because my channel was originally just posting Russ videos, but it's not everything it's going to be about.
Owen's Manor. That's what it is.
Plans for the other plans for the future.
I am going to rename it Tea Time at the Manor or Owen's Manor. I might rename my group Owen's Manor, and and then that will just be that.
You might as well. Yeah, you might as well.
Might as well.
That'll make a lot more sense.
Except for that there's more than just that. But right now, Angela, I'm sorry. And you may think whatever you want to think.
They find the comment.
However you want to think, and you have every right to think that, I did see something and then my chat disconnected. So I saw a very tail end of something that Andrea said, and then my chat disconnected on my TV. So
Andrea wanted me to put this comment up for you.
Okay, Andrea, what do you mean by talking in circles? I mean, I go back to the same thing because Angela did not watch my live, did not hear me explain in that live exactly why I am so upset. Angela is still under the assumption that this is something to do just with the videos that Josh leaked and some kind of personal vendetta against him, which is not true.
It is true.
No, it's not true. It's not true. What it is a female. It's a female. No, I like Josh.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead.
One of the very first posts ever in your group as a new person was about Josh.
No. Not one of the very first. Okay, so did you
way back?
They can.
The very beginning of your group, your first groups were memes making fun of Josh, and it was Simon and it was Taryn doing it.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
It excuses you.
No, I said anybody can post whatever they want. Yeah, that's right. It does because I said they can post whatever they want. Yes, it does, Angela.
Because you're the face of that group, right? So
right,
it doesn't excuse.
But what I do to people,
and it's
what I do to people,
ever stopped.
Ever, just like you said, I bullied you in that first rejects group, and it never stopped. When people were making fun of what
I saw you for what you were at the very beginning, and then you started
what group? What group was that in?
In rejects. That's where I met you.
You didn't meet me. You had a conversation where some people were making fun of what you do for a living, and I never said anything but laughed at a comment that somebody made that was just a funny comment, not anything to do with you, and you took that as bullying, and you've not let go. You are the one that has a personal.
Everybody.
You are the one that has a
snarky and to everybody in the beginning, and then you said,
"All right, all right."
I made my group because people wouldn't answer my questions.
So yes, that's right.
The truth was you were snarky to people. You were nasty to people. So who in the hell do you expect to answer your questions?
Why did people join my group then?
People like shit.
I treat people like shit. Okay, Angela. All right, Angela. So is
the only person
is Josh coming on?
With. The only person that I go after is you because
really?
I see you for what you are.
What about
how you are treating people. You talk about people, but somebody mentions your name or brings you up, and oh my God, we have to.
Yes, you're right. You're right, Joko.
Let's do a freaking live because somebody mentioned my name, And
It wasn't somebody
clear.
mentioned my
I
name,
have
Angela.
to clear my name.
Somebody did a 16-minute or more live directed at me, and I wasn't there. Your group that you're in has posted many screenshots calling us bitches and all sorts of things. I've had my
What
personal
group that I'm in? What group that I'm in?
The talk group. The talk group.
Okay. Well,
And
there's lots of people in that talk group. There is no drama in that talk group. It's gone.
Okay,
It's
Andrea.
history.
Okay,
We made our peace.
Be quiet, Angela. Be quiet. I'm telling you to be
Excuse me?
quiet. I'm telling you.
No.
I'll just have you kicked off
Ask
because
me
this
to be
isn't what
quiet.
this is
You
about.
don't tell me to be quiet. You can ask me to be quiet.
This is very instigating to me, Courtney. So I'm going to answer a question that was put up. Now it's off. Can you put it back up, Foz? No? Okay. Andrea, could you write it again because it's off of my, I don't know how to on my TV go back up.
I got it. I just
Okay.
was taking my dog outside.
Okay. You bitched about how Josh treats women. Russ's friend John watches him waterboard women, and you defend him. Okay, first of all, Andrea, you know how I feel about this. What's happening at the manor is there's nothing wrong with it, and everybody knows when you go to the manor, you're gonna get waterboarded. Okay, I would love that, Karen. Everybody knows that you're gonna get waterboarded. I say that in quotations. Everybody knows about that. Okay. What Josh is doing is behind the scenes. What Josh is doing is giving these people a false sense of intimacy and trust. And then he's abandoning them. He's not like out there saying, this is what I do. Okay. We all know what Russ is doing, and the people that go know what Russ is doing. Josh is a completely different story. Yes, you can all call me mommy. I'll be your mom. Josh is under the guise of being somebody that cares. Russ is not under the guise of being somebody that cares, or maybe he cares too much. I don't know.
Yes, he does.
But
he does. He acts like he cares about these people. I have never
but not
heard anything bad about Russ. You always give Russ a pass, but yet you're up.
I don't give Russ a pass.
24/7. You do.
No, I don't. Oh my God, Angela, stop.
You
now.
Simulated waterboarding.
It is simulated waterboarding. It is simulated waterboarding, just like every other haunt does that uses water. It's not actual waterboarding. I do not give Russ a pass. I have said repeatedly, the problem with McCamey Manor is Russ. Russ is the problem, not McCamey Manor. Russ is inappropriate. Russ is intrusive. Russ is invasive. Russ doesn't care. There's no guise about it. He doesn't care. Maybe, I guess, they don't see it, right? The people in McCamey Manor don't see it. But we see that Russ doesn't give a fuck. Okay? Josh lures them in with this sense of connection and this sense of understanding. And he gets them to share really fucking deep things about themselves. And he uses them and he abandons them. And he denies that he knows who they are. And he acts like there's nothing going on. But the problem is that people have proof. And he's running scared now because people have proof. And it did not start. There was no personal vendetta. What it was I found videos of Josh lying. And I'd never heard anything about it. I was part of this group that I enjoyed. And I never heard anything about this stuff that was put out there. And then
That's not true. That is not true, because the very first posts in your group that you started were about Josh Owens.
No, it was not.
Wasn't her first post with Josh sharing my videos?
Yes, it was.
Justin. It was all Josh and Justin.
No, it was not. My very first post was
I'm
not about Josh.
Pretty sure Josh wasn't mentioned until she shared my videos, and that's when I got a hold of her.
Okay.
But Josh Teller's coming on in a minute.
Okay, so Angela can leave. Angela can leave. Seriously.
And it was Karen.
Simon and
Oh,
Taryn,
Um,
but that wasn't in the very beginning because Taryn wasn't part of my group in the very beginning. Taryn wasn't part
Anybody
of my
can look
group
in your
until
group.
Richard Porter. Go look in it. Go look and find my very first post and quit lying about me.
I'm not lying about you.
You are
Anybody
lying. The
can
very
go
first
in your
post was
group,
not about
and
Josh.
go look in her group. The very first
Go.
post
Somebody go look in
about
my
her, about
go,
Josh and Justin. It's
go.
been from
No,
the
somebody
beginning.
go look in my group right now. Go look in my group and tell me what the very first post is because I can't do it on here. Can I do
didn't
it on
say
here? Will I
the
lose?
very
Yes,
first
you
post. I
did.
didn't say like
Let's.
I
Can
said
we
one
recap?
of
Can anybody do an audible?
one of the very first
Instant
posts.
replay, please.
Started attacking people.
Instant replay, please. This is crazy making. This is crazy making. She's a gaslighter. Foz, I want her off this channel. I want Josh to come on.
Yeah, you're a crazy lady. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I am. You are correct. I am a crazy lady.
Yeah, and it is a personal vendetta. So no matter how you
Okay,
put it,
Foz, please.
has nothing to do with McCamey Manor.
Okay, great.
And yet it's okay to
Would
put
you
up
just be
videos of
quiet,
people.
Foz? Please.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm getting under your skin.
You are
Oz,
getting
but
under my
somebody
skin
needs
because
to
you're
tell
crazy
you.
making. Nope,
No, I'm not
people
crazy
don't
making.
need to tell me. You are spewing lies. You're
I'm
saying
not
things that are
spewing lies.
blatantly untrue.
Spewing the truth about you and what your intentions are and how you hurt people and how you don't care.
Who have I
and
hurt?
You talk about
Who have
people.
I hurt?
You've hurt a lot of people.
Who have I hurt?
Holly.
Give me names. Who have I hurt?
You spread rumors about everybody.
Rumors about who? Who have I spread rumors about?
The girls, Paula.
What girls?
Angel.
I've spread a rumor about Angel. Show me proof. If you're gonna get on here, okay, Foz, let her stay on. If you're gonna get on here and accuse me of stuff, you're gonna bring proof. Do you understand? I have asked you repeatedly. I have asked you repeatedly in my group for proof of the bullshit you spew in there.
Who is
That's
Paula? Who is Paula?
I didn't do that. Find that post. Has anybody gone into my group and found the post that says who is Paula?
Please do.
Please do. Somebody please go into my group and find where I made a post that said who is Paula. Unless it was when Paula posted screenshots in her group calling us bitches. Yeah, I feel like I'm in high school right now too. So, okay, so I've spread rumors about Paula. Asking who Paula is spreading rumors. Go. What rumors? What rumors have I spread about her?
You have agreed with anybody that comes up, like apparently.
What rumors have I spread about her?
Apparently, she's married to an ex-actor.
Did I spread that about her? Did I say that?
By you saying who is Paula?
No, that wasn't where that conversation went.
Inviting people to bring in rumors.
Okay, see, do any of you not see this?
About me bringing up a rumor about Taryn.
Holly, let her just say what she's trying to say. You keep cutting her off.
You go after me for bringing up a rumor about Taryn, but it's okay for you to instigate bringing up rumors about other people. So it's very hypocritical. And I see through your bullshit. That's why you want to mute me. That's why you don't want to. And that's fine.
Okay. I mute you because you literally refuse to bring me proof.
To buy your bullshit. I refuse to buy your bullshit.
So, Angela, I'm going to ask you again. What rumors did I start about Paula? You said I start rumors. Tell me what rumors I started about Paula. Because somebody else in a post that was a jib-jab video said
supposedly
something.
She dropped spicy nuggets. And what was that? What were you referring to? Apparently, in her video, she dropped spicy nuggets. What was the spicy nuggets that she?
They weren't rumors. That's not rumors. She said them herself. Why do I have to say anything? People can go in there and listen to that.
Mm-hmm.
People can go in there and listen to it and determine themselves.
That was her and Angel in a private group. It wasn't yours to share, and it wasn't yours to like.
Okay, you're getting off track. Does anybody else see this? Does anybody else see this? I asked you, what rumors have I started? Do you see she refuses to answer?
I'm not refusing to answer anything.
You are. What rumors have I started?
They're free to go in your group. And
what rumors have I started?
And
you're refusing to answer. I mute people in my group, Andrea, when they break my rules.
Yeah. I'm still muted.
You
so
are.
I can't even defend myself after your lie.
What lie?
Your lies that I started that rumor about Taryn.
I didn't say you started that rumor about Taryn. Do you see? You said Lindsay started that rumor about Taryn. I said you perpetuated it in my group by calling Pause Taryn.
That's not what you said. You said that I
That's
said
okay.
It. You said I lied about Lindsay. That's what you said.
You did lie about Lindsay. She didn't start it.
I didn't lie about Lindsay.
Okay, well, show us.
How am I supposed to do that when I can't even? I'm muted in your group. I will find.
I never. So do you see that, Tiffany? I said I know who Paula was, not Holly.
But that's okay because.
Do you see that? Did I start that rumor again, Angela? What rumors did I start?
It was Tiffany too. Apparently,
what rumors?
Tiffany Roller said that she was married to an ex-actor and she had three children. She had 2 girls and a boy. I mean, how you're perpetuating people to look into people's lives when it's none of their business.
Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah. Angela.
All right.
I would like you to leave
Holly,
the live
can you hear Josh?
I can hear Josh. Angela, I would like you to leave the live. Have a good night.
Sure. Have a nice day.
Let me go back. Wait, what did Andrea just say? The last thing Andrea said, I wouldn't go on a platform.
I don't know what you just said. My computer just cut out.
What did Andrea just say?
I could barely hear. I was just coming in. Everything was kind of choppy.
Can you hear now?
Oh yeah, I can hear now. But as I was coming in, it was still kind of choppy.
Yeah, when I brought you in, it slowed down my computer and it glitched out pretty much.
That's why I won't go on JM's platform. Hold on, I need to ask Andrea what she means by that because I wasn't paying attention to the chat, Andrea. So I'm sorry. What about Venom though? What about Venom? If you would post your question in one statement, Andrea, I'm looking at the chat right now. I will be able to. No, hi, Taryn. Where them logs, Carrie? Where them
Taryn,
logs?
you were mentioned just talking about how the rumor came to be.
No. Hold on just a second. Andrea, I muted her in my group for breaking my rules. Not here. Okay? I will not. That's not why I won't go on JM's live. The reason I said I wouldn't go on JM's live is because he sat there and said on my live to me, he would not allow people to go to talk shit about me, that he wouldn't allow it because I don't allow people to talk shit about contestants and people like that on or like him or anything like that without any kind of proof. Okay, and he allowed Josh, I'm going to give you a chance to speak here in just a second. I want to clear this up with Andrea.
Go ahead.
He allowed Josh, who has me blocked on Facebook, for well over a minute to talk shit about me. Okay, when he just promised me 3 days before, he wasn't going to allow that kind of stuff to happen on his lives anymore. Okay, so no, I'm not going to go on JM's live because that's not cool. And and I didn't mute. I was trying to get Angela to be quiet so that I could.
No, she said about muting was about in the group.
In the group.
You muted Angela in the group, I guess.
Yeah, I muted Angela in the group, and I shouldn't mute anybody.
I didn't mute anybody on here. So
yeah, if I mute somebody in my group, it's because they break my rules. I do have rules, and I stick to those rules. If Foz were to break my rules, I'd mute him. I don't know. Can I mute a mod? I probably could mute a mod. I probably could do that. But so yeah. Yeah, sorry, Taryn. I'm sorry that you were mentioned again. We had to get somebody on here to admit that they said that they were. Well, you get to hear some drama now. So, Josh, I started this live out before. before you came on, saying that that it didn't really happen the way you said it happened. Everything that went down didn't really happen the way you said it happened. And if you would have said how it really actually happened, I wouldn't have had a problem with it. But you blocked me before I could even respond to your voice message. And I can certainly play your voice message if anybody wants to hear it, but I don't have to. Okay. You know what you said. You said in that chat that's now been, or in that comment thread that's now been deleted, you said the words that you went onto this man's Yelp page and left a bad review. That's what you said. Apparently, Andrea is telling me that you didn't actually do that. You didn't actually leave a bad review, but I took you at your word, not knowing you for anything other than whoever you are and taking everybody at their word.
I understand that you don't know me. I understand that 100%.
But you said, I went on his Yelp page and left a bad review. You don't know this man. You don't know what he knows about Russ. In the 5 minutes from the time you asked who is John to when you said you left the bad review, you found out that he had a haunt. You found out that he works with Russ, and you left a bad review. That's what I heard. So Cadis Silvis worked with Russ, right? Taryn worked with Russ. Taryn's a good fucking guy. Okay.
Oh yeah, Taryn. I love Taryn. Taryn's like my idol.
Right. Cadis Silvis worked with Russ. They're good people. Okay. Becky and Greg, who are the admins in that group that you banter that you went live in, they worked with Russ. They're good people. So for you to just say like it's okay to try to hurt somebody's livelihood because they worked with Russ it's wrong. And I told you it was wrong. And the reason you blocked me apparently is because you tried to video chat me, which you say, which is how we do. But I don't do that. I don't video chat people that I barely knew. We had like a couple of back and forth about you going live in the group, a couple of back and forth about your surgery, and that was it. And then you said that you blocked me because that I got all up in your ass for you trying to video chat me. And I didn't. All I said was, dude, you don't video chat somebody you barely know just because they disagree with you.
Now, can I go on my side of it?
Okay, and then you blocked me before I could answer your voice messages. So,
oh yeah, instead of fighting with people and arguing with people in a group chat or just fighting or arguing with anybody, before it even gets out, it's just better to delete and block anybody. That way it just stops all the problems right there, out the door. It was just better. I knew right then and there. Obviously, he was angry. I was getting angry. Whatever.
I wasn't angry.
Everything was all. So it's just better to block with people instead of fight with people. Like I said.
Okay.
Here, let me break down who I am and what it is with me, though.
No. Wait, I want to ask you one question. It's better to just go and block somebody and just not argue, right? But then go. Well, see,
I was in the hospital. Let me explain. I was very much in the hospital coming off the surgery on all kinds of meds. And, I was very agitated. And when things was getting heated, it was agitating me more. And coming out of surgery, instead of fighting or arguing with somebody, for my recovering and my healing, I was not going to argue with somebody at all. There was no point in it. When I just had, MRSA and my gallbladder ripped out my body. So I wasn't going to sit there and fight with somebody at all. You know what I mean? It's just not worth time and stress to argue and fight and then start saying things and keep going back and forth with each other, making it hotter and getting more heated. It's just better to end that. Just so it doesn't happen and escalate. Like I said, I didn't even want it to escalate. I left the group right away, when it happened. So that way there was nothing else more to be said on it. We could go and keep our peace from each other and things didn't have to get heated. And what I was saying is the other night when they did the live and they were talking and people were asking me why I left your group and things like that, what was going on. Like I told them, basically, we had a disagreement. And yeah, I did. And I want to apologize. I did say, might have called you a bitch, very sorry about it. But, like I said, I could be an asshole too. And I admit that. and we were just not agreeing. So there was no point in me and you, with you running a page and everything going on, for us just to go back and forth, at all. And now this is why I do what I do. I work in the haunt industry. I am a part of the Haunters Association. And this is what I was explaining in the group and why I asked, who's the guy doing the filming with Russ? And when I found out he's a haunter, okay, I wanted to also find out if this man is a part of my association. Russ took my name and shit on my name. All right. He shit on me. And once I realized and got into the truthers, I started watching every video I could about Russ and learned why Russ is being tagged the way Russ is. And I learned why my bosses and every haunter and everyone that owns a haunt in the state of Michigan hates this man with a passion. I didn't understand that. When I was going for my tour and wanted to do that, I didn't care what people said. I wanted to be a part of the manor. I was hyped. I was ready to do this with this man. And then the minute before my so-called live, they come at me with some shit from 2 years ago of Edward Norton. If you ever seen the movie American History X,
yeah,
on Falkor from the Never-Ending Story.
Yeah,
and they called me a fucking Nazi.
Yeah, I remember.
All right, so he shit on my name and has been shit out on me. So anybody now that has anything to do with Russ, I don't care who they are, they have every right to be fucked over with that man. The way he is a piece of shit and comes at people, the way he tries to destroy people. I did nothing. I was ready to go live with that guy. And like I said, out of nowhere, I became a Nazi. You know how that affected me and how many people kept asking me shit about me being a Nazi now? When I show them the picture of what labeled me through Russ as a Nazi, it's classic.
I saw the picture.
I love Edward Norton, for one. That movie is a great movie. It's the best one he's ever done. With Edward Furlong. Greatest goddamn movie they ever did. And Falkor, the legendary luck dragon. How could you not want to post that fucking picture?
Yeah. No, I get you.
So you see where it upset me. But here's what upset me, Holly. This is what got me and why I said I never talked to you. I never seen you. I just knew you ran the group. You see?
That's not true.
Well, we never talked personally.
Yes, we did.
Like that. So, I started hitting like, okay, well, this person now is coming at me in the comments section because of Russ's bitch ass camera guy, which I found out this guy is not a part of our association. Let me explain this. On our days that we host our haunt, we take days off to invite everybody that's into the association. We allow all their employees to come to our haunt and we put a show on for them. Then we go to their haunt all across the country, which is, it's a pretty cool benefit being a haunter doing that, going all across the country, seeing all these great haunted houses, which I never heard of that one. Never once. Never once heard of his haunted house. He's not a part of the association, which obviously we don't care now. But my bosses and everybody affiliated with the association hates for us. So what I was trying to figure out about this camera guy to get to him is he the person that brings Russ to Transworld? Because here's why I'm asking this question, everybody. Russ does not run a haunted house. To be invited to Transworld, you have to be invited and be a part of the haunters associations and things like that. You have to be a haunt. He's not a haunt. So who's inviting him to the Transworld? Because even if you are, you have to show proof of what haunted house you are and all the information to prove that you are a haunted house to get the invite. Obviously, Russ doesn't have that real shit because he's not actually a haunted house. So that's what I was curious about. I try to find as much information about him, his cameraman. Who the hell is helping him now? And yeah, I should have left a nasty review to the guy. But then again, I thought about it because I was stupid on all the goddamn morphine, on all the pills, and just agitated. Everything's agitating me with Russ calling me a Nazi. And you don't know how much that has affected me. Like I said, Russ was basically like a hero to me. And then this man off a picture just shit on me, Never did nothing to that man.
You're right. Nobody's ever done
I loved
anything
him.
to him.
I loved that man when he came through my haunted house, even though my bosses and everybody did not like that, and people working there did not like him being there. We showed nothing but respect for that guy when he came up there. You know,
Right.
kept him safe, brung him in, brung him through, let him hang out, have a good time. And then he turns around and says, now I got to deal with my boss and people realizing that this man just called me a Nazi, and then try to explain that to my people and bosses that watch that, because I had them ready to watch that live, you know, ready to watch me go through this shit for Russ.
Right.
And then that comes out, which is insane.
Okay, so I got to ask you a question. You say that anybody that's associated with Russ can fuck themselves. Basically, I think that's what you said in your voicemail.
Now, anybody that knows about Russ now,
but
not prior workers that went through him, you know. But you made a good point. Look at Kata Silvas. Kata Silvas got the fuck away from Russ.
Right.
But
Melissa
they got the fuck away from him.
Becky and Shima got the fuck away from Russ.
I'll say with that though. But like, so there could be new people coming into Russ's life. They don't know anything.
But that's the point about why we get in touch with these people. That's why we get to them.
Could be new with him. I mean, we don't know how long he's been around, but he could be really new and know nothing about any of this stuff yet, other than him seeing a bit of the waterboarding. But from what I'm hearing, there's waterboarding going on in a lot of other extreme haunts.
Oh yeah. We're even talking about bringing it to our haunt.
Josh.
That's
let me ask you
Russ
something.
Is the master of what he does.
And Russ is the problem, Josh. Russ is the problem, not the people around him. It's Russ.
Yeah. It's all the people that poison Russ. You know, it's not that, you know, when you get with Russ,
people get in Russ's life, they're gone.
Exactly.
Quick,
that's what I'm getting at. Once you get into Russ's life, you're hooked. But if this man is a cameraman, and here's what I said, to me, this is for me, not anybody else. I don't know if it's ever been proven. I don't know what was proven, what's not proven. Allegedly, when I heard Russ was a passive fucking pedophile and being a haunter myself. I know. That's why I said that's just me. When I heard that personally, that affected me in a way.
I don't want to talk about that on here. I don't want to talk about
past that. Just with anybody that owns a business and you're being affiliated with that, you should watch what you're doing. You know, just watch what you're doing. You should know who you're with.
But there's
and what's going on.
There's been hate for Russ for years, and people come into it not knowing who Russ is or what Russ is about. This guy, this gentleman, that's the first time he's ever filmed for Russ. It's my understanding. And
see, but I was told different. Somebody told me different, that this guy's a great friend with Russ and's been helping him out for quite a while.
Okay, in the time. So when you said, I'm going to break this down a little bit for you, you told your little bit of a story, and I want to, okay, thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, JM. So which isn't true. He is a friend of Russ. Was that the first time he filmed for Russ?
Oh, I have no idea who's filmed for Russ. That's what got me. Holly, is who the hell?
I'm asking Lindsay.
Yeah, like I said, I never knew if that was the first time or what, but it interested me in, like,
thank you, Lindsay.
Was Russ allowing boyfriends now or friends come to the show and record it? That's what also kind of interests my peak when I seen that little arm with a camera in his hand in front of Russ. You know, that's what piqued my interest. Who the hell is this helping Russ do this now? You know, like, I was told a lot of shit about, like, Russ. I got on there and I still talk shit. Maybe that was a part of why they didn't want me, because I kept referring as being tortured. Russ did not like.
All right, so Shrek says it's not the first time, so he's not new at it.
I saw it. So now, can I ask you something? You were gonna go. There's nothing wrong with the manor. There's nothing wrong with the manor. Russ himself is the problem. The people associated with Russ are not the problem, unless they're the people that are harassing other people. But this guy. So from the reason I responded to you the way on the group, and I want to finish my thought here, okay? The way I responded to you on the group, the reason I did, and I will do that with anybody that I see talking shit, because when somebody comes to the realization that Russ is a problem, and they want to find community, they shouldn't have to find community that's been talking shit about them instead of Russ. You know what I mean? Russ is the problem, not Twyla, not Taryn was never a problem, not Richard was ever a problem. Those aren't the problems. And
no, Twyla really wasn't the problem.
But it's
the only problem I had with that lady.
Please. Can I finish? Thank you.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, so So this guy, but the back and forth we went for like, before, no, Andrea, I will recite there. I didn't know. And those were things that I came to think afterwards. I didn't know who John was, but he didn't know who John was either when he asked that question and we got in that back and forth. So you didn't know who he was, but in the time span of those 10 comments that got deleted between me and you had said, I am posting a Yelp review. Or I did post, not I did post a Yelp review. That's what I had a problem with. Is you, and then you sent me a message saying that you don't give a fuck, that everybody associated with Rush can go fuck themselves or whatever you said. Now,
Holly, he got cut off.
I can't hear it.
I don't know what happened. He got disconnected or something.
Okay, well, I just saw that. Just saw it.
I was trying to talk. I had my thing on mute.
Okay. I literally just saw it. Okay, so we'll wait. But I will finish it. I mean, if he would unblock me, we could finish this in private. And I would be glad to finish it in private. But he told.
Oh, he's back. All right.
What the hell are you doing?
You're back.
Oh.
Your dad's not fucking done, of course.
Was that directed, Foz? Was JM's question directed at me? I don't know. Okay, so Josh, question? I don't know up there about something.
No, I lost signal there with you guys. Yeah. I'm on Wi-Fi, so I'll probably drop maybe 1 or 2 times here.
Yeah, me too. I'm on Wi-Fi too, but I'm right next to my router, so
this?
I shouldn't.
I don't know.
He said something about his life, but I don't know if it was for me or not. I can't keep up with the.
I put it on the screen.
I can't keep up with the with the chat. But Josh, what I was saying was, let's get past those 10 comments that got deleted, okay? And then you said, you just said in this live, you know, I didn't want to fight. You were in the hospital, all those things. And you didn't want to argue with me. And so you just left my group and you just blocked me. And that was good. That was all good, right? But then you came on to their live where Josh was attacking me, talking shit. Nobody asked you why you left. You said, I had to block that. I was there. I saw your message before you removed it. You know, you called me a choice name. Then you got on a live today with JM saying for over a minute talking about the bullshit and how I got into your DMs after you tried to message me and got up your ass when I didn't. You blocked me before I could respond to your voice message. And then you did a 16-minute live about me after I posted exactly how I got up in your DMs. Like exactly what I said. Because when people lie about me, I'm going to post the truth. And so, but you have had me blocked. So you just said, I'm not going to argue. We're just going to go our separate ways. It's going to be all great. But then 3 separate instances, you're talking shit about me when I haven't said your name once.
Oh, that's because when I went live today, somebody sent me a message saying you was in the group talking shit. Not in the banter group, but in your group. And like I said, I left your group, so I couldn't even see that. I couldn't see all that.
Live talking shit about
so they were on it. Yeah, when I went to Jonathan, yeah, like I said, because he was talking about Josh. And when Josh left, and like I said, that sucks because I don't know what your problem was with Josh, but Josh is my friend. I don't care what he did in the past. I don't, that really don't get to me what Josh did in the past because he's now my friend. I didn't know Josh or what happened to any of the groups.
You know Josh
don't
now.
Bug me.
Whatever.
I know him now. And that's my buddy. So what I see now is my buddy. And like I tried to explain to Jonathan, when everything was going on, you sit back and you look at all this shit going on and everything being said. And, I put my in there because, like I said, I talked to Dan. I talked to a few people in the group. And people's asking me why I left your group, because I was going to come in there and do the live of what happened with the bullshit, manners stuff. I really didn't even want a problem with you. I thought we were better than that. Like I said, after that, like I said, here's the thing. And I shared the message with Jonathan so he could see. Like I told him to, I said it wasn't all bad, the way you came on and the way we talked. I said things, but drama, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. And like I said, here's how I know. When we were going at it in the group in that group chat, like I said, I didn't have time at that time. I was dealing with the doctors and dealing with the shit going on with me to sit there and fight with somebody in the chat. So instantly, I didn't know if he was a moderator or anything in the banter group. And I know some groups have an issue if you delete or block a moderator or an admin or anything like that. So I just went on and asked Nicole, nicely. I told her, he said, there's some problems going on in there, getting into it with an individual. I said, kid, I'm going to delete this person and block them. I don't want nothing to do with the problems. Is that a problem? Is she a moderator? Nicole said, no. They went in there right after that and they removed that whole conversation,
right.
I guess. They took it all out of there.
Right.
That's what I did there. Not being mean, not being nothing rude or against you, but like I said, we're having problems, and I wanted her to be aware that I'm going to delete and block because I thought maybe you was a moderator in that group too. You was always in there, so I figured you was one of the ads or the moderators in the banter group.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to make sure, like I said, in my group, I don't really give a shit if you delete and block me or not in any one of my groups. But then there are admins that get really mad with that and kick you out of a whole group because you blocked one, So, but everything, like I said, this is how I started feeling. When you came at me with getting into this guy's shit, I know there's a lot of people in these groups that are backwoods spies for us. Hell, we got, in our own group, we got people that go in there and spying for us, That's common sense shit. But, like I said, who in their right mind, if they really want to come at Russ and come at him hard, to give anyone now, with everything everybody knows, anyone affiliated with Russ? You see, if you come at his workers and they know what this man is now, and they don't want to do it, and if he can't get nobody to help him keep his show running, except himself, you're going to shut him down. You're going to shut him down. Russ is getting old, and that's the best part about it. He is getting old. He's only going to be able to do it for so long before his body says no more of this shit. But everybody affiliated with this guy now. And the way I feel, which I said, man, why is this person coming at me defending this camera person in the first place? Because that's the key, is to shut everything Russ down. To me, that's my personal opinion. Everybody affiliated with this man now. Everybody. All the way to somebody that picks his dog shit up if he doesn't do it. Needs to know what this individual, he's a fucking monster. He'll ruin your fucking life. It don't matter if you go there to help that guy and be his best fucking friend. Look what he's did to so many people.
You're right. You are correct. You're absolutely correct.
And if this man is running a haunted house, and this is all I got with this man.
Can we go
like
back?
I said, you heard my opinion, Holly, on what I feel real quick.
Yeah.
Right.
But I asked you a question and you're not answering it. So.
Oh, go ahead.
I said, but after you said you didn't want to fight with me, you wanted us to just have our peaceful existence 3 different times. 3 different
times. And each one of them
times
that I got really pissed off about it more was when, I kept seeing you attacking Josh.
But that's not any of your business.
But that became my business when he's my good buddy. Because when somebody on the internet's attacking him, it don't matter about history. Here's the thing about it. I affiliated with bikers. I don't give the guy that comes in my club if he's a fucking prospect. If he's a prospect, if that man goes out and gets into a fight, I will go out and whoop some ass with that guy, risking my life because he's my friend. Even though I don't know that individual, he's my friend.
Well, that's good for you. That's great.
A person being attacked by 5 or 6 people.
I wouldn't associate with. I don't want to associate with somebody that would just outright call me a bitch no less than 3 times.
Well, see, here's the other thing why I got even more mad about it is what kind of individual. I'm trying to explain, in which everybody that does know me knows that while I'm laying there in the hospital, and I do got a 2-year-old crawling all over my body, trying to keep him, from hitting my stitches open, ripping my shit wide open again, or hurting me even more. And I'm trying not to text. It's easier for me to hit the microphone or to go live to talk to a person, which is what I did with you.
But I did that
with you right away during that fight. And I showed Jonathan the message you sent about, dude, we don't fucking do voice videos or anything over here like that. And I said, why wouldn't you talk to me face to face? Jonathan, I still got it. You know what I mean? The pictures of it.
It's right there in my group. That's what you
basically, let me see what was put on here. I got it right here.
Dude,
and that kind of, I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Here I am. I'm fucking injured, just trying to be nice. And instead of fighting like little 4-year-olds in a group.
Dude, okay, so I know that you're injured and in the hospital.
So that was just being nice to hit you up one-on-one, talk to you one-on-one, and get past what we were talking about in the group. To move past that.
But you video chat me, and that's weird to me. I'm sorry. It's weird to me. I don't know you like that. I don't video chat with anybody. So, I mean, we saw it. Like, so at any rate, I thought that you were saying you're good to go. You know, you're good to go. Like, we're just gonna have peace between us. You got me blocked. But then you continue to talk shit about me, but you have me blocked. So how is that?
Well, I explained when people asked me, when you got into Josh, and all I said really was this fact. I had a problem with this individual too, and I had to leave her group. That's what I told people.
But then
I didn't get rude on there and come. I mean, I could have got on there
2 times today.
That's a very light week for me. I could get on there really and talk shit all week long about people, but I didn't do that for you. I didn't do that to you.
You have no reason
I could get on there. Yeah.
You can, though.
See,
but I think
that's what I'm saying. I could be childish like that. Yeah, I could have been childish, but I was never childish like that to you. Like I said, first thing I did was hit up the moderators and just tell them, hey, I don't want to make sure this person is a admin or a mod. Very respectful to you, because I didn't want to put our business out to them. You see what I mean? What we were arguing about and talking about was between me and you. A whole group chat didn't need to see what me and you was arguing or fighting about. That's why I came to you. That's what I'm saying before I even blocked you. When I came to you and sent you that message, that's why I was trying to talk to you one-on-one without 50, 60, 70 people in the group having to respond to this shit. Because all it was going to do, Holly, all they do is when we see me and you fighting, if we start in the group chat, what's they going to do? Bring in 5, 10 other fucking people just talking shit. And what's the point of what we're trying to achieve? Nothing.
Okay, so when you sent me the voice message, that had nothing to do with what you just said.
When I hit you up and sent you that to go live, that was between me and you. I was trying to contact you to talk to you one-on-one instead of fighting in that group chat. That was all that was.
Okay.
That's all I was doing.
Okay.
And then you came back at me with that response.
I said, dude, you don't have to video chat somebody just because they disagree with you. That's all I said.
And at that very moment, I had a 2-year-old climbing all over me. So it was easier for me to just say, fuck it, not fight and argue with you. I got a shitty little kid. Just block her, move the fuck on so we could get past it all. And then I come to the live and I see all hell breaking loose and everything going on with my buddy, my friend. And here's the thing about it, Holly. The same way people will stand up for you in this group, they're going to stand up for you in this group with me and you talking, or if I start calling you out your names or calling you names, there's going to be 10 people in this group on this chat talking shit because they're going to defend you. They're going to stand up for you. That's your friends. Same thing. The same things will happen for Josh or me.
Who's gone live talking shit about you?
You did bring him up the other night in the video. You did bring up Josh in your live.
What did I say?
Yeah.
I can't find it right. I was trying to find it.
I said, no, I remember what I said in my live. When you said that we won't talk shit, I said the worst thing I ever did on the Truthers group was what happened between me and Josh. That was the worst
Jonathan,
thing.
In Jonathan's defense today, Jonathan didn't even know what I was going to say because I said it so quick, Holly. I said it so quick. Jonathan didn't even know what I was going to say.
It took you over a minute to say it.
Yeah, and you were sure to tell me that in my DMs in your veiled threat.
It wasn't a veiled threat. Okay.
But that's where my problem and our problem happened, Holly, is right there from the moment that all the shit happened in that little chatter group.
So I would like to address John, or let Jonathan say whatever he wanted to come on and say, because I missed whatever he said in the chat.
Yeah, like this was just a test, and like we've been on for an hour and a half, or y'all have been on, because I wanted to run a test on StreamYard. That's it.
I
had no idea what this guy was going to say. Didn't even know he was coming on.
Nothing at all.
I mean, I just asked for people to message me. And now you're in my DMs that if I allow people to talk shit on my lives without putting a stop to it, we're going to be back in the same situation. No, we're not. We're not going to be back in the same situation at all.
Okay. So at the end of my live, the other night when you were on there, you said, I will not allow people to talk shit about you. You said that. You let him go on for over a minute. That's not just something that's just so quick.
And what he said was not disrespectful, was it? I mean, he didn't even call you any names. He just said what happened.
That's it. That's all. Somebody asked me what happened between us. Between us.
I wasn't
that's all that happened.
He wasn't there
that's not what you said. You said he was all up in my shit. I told a story about what happened on the group.
And so did he.
Public banter group. No, he told a story about what happened in our PMs, our DMs. But okay, go on. Well, you had a question about your live, Jonathan.
No, I'm just saying that the live was a test. And now all this has had to come of it. I didn't want this on my YouTube. I was going to do it in the Facebook group. I'm not putting this kind of garbage on my YouTube channel because this is garbage.
That's fine.
Like I said, Holly, with all of us, with you, with your group, with Jonathan, his group, and everybody out here, man, ain't ours one sole purpose to go after Russ and shut this shit down? Ain't that really what everybody's on here doing? I don't, it's fucked up when you get on there. Like I said, I got on the live, and then you see your buddy getting just cremated and shit talked to.
Yes, Taryn, you are.
Or, you're going to stand up for your friend, Holly. You're going to stand up for your friend.
Guess what? And I'm going to stand up for my friends, too.
Exactly. And you're going to. Everybody in life is going to.
The women that Josh has fucking hurt. I'm going to stand up for them. And if you are the kind of man that stands up for women that are fucking used and abused, then you'll feel sickened when you find out the shit that Josh has done. So will you, JM. And I'm sorry, but you can't be a neutral party when it comes to the end of it. You won't be able to. It's going to suck for you.
I'm not here for that. I'm just here about what happened on my live. Like all of this.
That's all we're all here for. And like I told him, and like I told everybody, but if you heard what I said too in the live, like I told people, I said, I don't know you personally. I said you could be one of the greatest, like one of the greatest people, or you could be a bitch. You could be a psychopath. Anybody could be anything. Like I said. All right. Anything like I said. Then I said too, when I talked to Michael today, I said, you was a great person for helping Melissa get the K to Silvis. That's the other thing I said. That's great of you, man. That's awesome that you did that. But no one told you that, or anybody that went on the live and really said probably anything I told Michael about that, did they? How I also said how you
I have your whole life. I have your whole
and
life,
all that. So it's not like I'm sitting here saying, you know what, this woman is a straight up fucking bitch. To everybody
twice in that live. So
I mean, that's bitch is like a very common word up here. Even my wife is my bitch. She's a bitch all day long, and I'm a dickhead up here. You see, that's how we talk to each other up here. But
and I've never called
like I said, if somebody's being something, you're going to be called. And you know what? And like I said, during that whole live, every comment I seen going after Josh.
But it's okay for you to that's a good point, Lindsay.
But like I said, I don't care if Josh has never been convicted of a crime. If he has not been in a court and convicted of a crime, I really don't care what that guy did in the past. I care what he does now that I know him.
We're not talking about in the past. We're talking about recent.
Even if he did it recent, here's the other thing. Whatever he does with a woman is his business, not mine. I'm grown, but that's the thing about me. I'm grown. I really don't care what anybody does.
Except for
in their life,
Russ
in their personal life.
And the owner of BFE. Okay.
Russ came at me. That's the thing. Russ came at me first. See what I mean? Russ came at me and opened my fucking eyes.
And I will continue
going
to help
after
people
Russ
is
one thing.
Continue to help people like Melissa. I will continue. You go after Russ. That's fine. I'm going to continue to help people like Melissa. But I'm also going to continue to expose the shit that has gone down because of people that trusted people that were in leadership roles in this movement against Russ. Okay? People trusted Josh, and Josh hurt people bad. And if you can sleep at night being his friend, good on you. Do it.
Here's another thing about Russ. If people want to talk about Josh in a way, I understand this man has gone through so much shit. And isn't it true that this man has lost a child?
Yeah.
Didn't he lose a child? So I think as being a father myself, if anything happens to any one of my kids, I'm probably going to lose my shit and not be the person I was or am today. I'm probably going to become something 3 times as worse than I ever could be if I have to put my little son in the cold ground.
Nicole.
You see, so that's the other thing about people talk about if Josh changed. That's that man's business. No one lives inside that man's head. What he goes through. I don't care if it's been 15 fucking years this kid died. It's still like he died today to that man. And then people want to keep digging shit up and just throwing shit at the man.
It's not
if
digging
that man,
shit up, Josh.
They wonder why.
So that
he does what he does, and he does. That's
everything.
You think about what he does. The psychopaths that are out there. Look at fucking what Russ does to people constantly. Whatever Josh did, he did himself. If you're not his wife, if you're not there and seeing this man actually commit the crime, here's the other part about it. I love this part of law. It's called hearsay. And people lie a lot and they over exaggerate on the shit that happened because they want you to feel sorry for them. If somebody comes at me with 100% proof, he beat my ass every day, that's going to be a different subject. Or if I see that man hit his wife or a child or a woman on the street, then it might draw my interest. But what he does in his personal life, that's that man's personal life. It's crazy to think how, and you can sit here and you can blast that man. You can blast him all you want and keep doing that to him.
Yeah,
if he was smart, he would actually get a fucking lawyer and look into it because, that's you're taking this man's name without proof and throwing him in the ground. And you can't do that by law. If you wanted to go there, you could not do that. So that's why I come at when people picking on my friend that I just now got to know myself. It's just not right to me.
Screen for you.
Oh, no, I've said some things about Russ and his mentality that are very touching. Like, seriously, he has issues.
But I'm coming at
pointed out.
What's
her
name? Shelby Joe?
Yes, I'm the next target. I'm gonna be exposed.
My hate is strictly for Russ, Shelby. It's straight up for Russ. I don't hate Holly. We all going to disagree. We're all not going to get along. I'm not going to fucking fight and argue with Holly. That's just not worth our time. That's not worth our time. Holly, you got your group. I'm not there. I don't need to be in your. And I can promise you this: from this day forward, you want to be on better terms. You don't want to argue and fight. Well, there's no point in speaking each other's name, and I'll never even bring your name up again.
Thank you.
You see, I could do that because I'm respectful like that too.
I won't bring but up that yours, don't mean I never did.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We could do it like that. We don't got to be in there talking to each other, But like I said, I seen you going after Josh too, and with the problems we had, it sparked me. If you could just,
I wasn't going after you.
I know he was coming after Josh.
But you didn't know. Josh. You didn't. So you couldn't separate that. I've been coming after Josh for a while.
Yeah, and that's now knowing Josh and who he is, and like I said, it's that man. I'm sympathizing with that man as a father, as a friend and a father. Just what he's gone through mentally now. That man's mind is fucked up, and for him to sit there and actually have to take time out of his day because people want to ask him stupid shit and keep bugging him and bringing shit up, this man's going to snap even harder one day.
I already told him that
there's no point in it.
Do what I'm going to do. There is, but there is. There's. I have a duty as a woman to protect other women.
All right, but you see that feeling you got. Here's what I want you to understand too. That same feeling you got about Josh. Please understand that feeling is the same way I feel about Russ and everybody now that works with that man or helps that man.
There you go.
I got that same fucking feeling. So now you can really understand where I was coming from, why I got so angry, even defending that cameraman, right? Because it's the same feeling.
I didn't defend him.
That cameraman, even though he's sitting there filming this shit, to me, his job, what he's doing for fucking Russ, is sitting there watching that girl still be fucking tortured. And he's probably getting off on it just as much as Russ is.
Okay.
That's just how I feel.
Okay,
so I'm coming after everybody affiliated. Taryn's past that. I've known Taryn now for a while. He's past
and Taryn has said that's not the intent of the videos. But at any
I know it's not the intent of the video, but what's behind the man shooting the video now?
I never defended the cameraman. I said, why would you leave a Yelp review on a business you've never patronized and you don't know anything about it. Because in that 10 minutes that it took us to have those 10 exchanges, you didn't know anything about him yet.
Oh, I went on right then and there when somebody told me he was. Looked at everything about his haunt, looked at his other reviews, like his
Right, but you
1-star
didn't know
review he
him.
already had on there. You see, once I figured that out, and this guy's working with Russ, he's just probably a piece of shit like Russ. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I got people up here
behind the shit that pisses me off. I have proof behind it, so we'll just leave it at that.
In this haunt industry, that you know, here's the best part about being us haunters up here. You know, we will blast each other. You know, that's one thing we would do because we want the business. Now that there's 6 haunted houses in one local area of this city alone, each haunted house goes at each other to try to get the better business too. You see what I mean? That's something we do.
What haunt do you work for? I know you've mentioned it before.
I worked for multiple ones up here. This year, I worked for the Scream Machine. I worked for Hush. On top of Hush, I worked up here at Exit 13. On top of that, at Rotten Manor. That's the only one I haven't done up here. I've been trying to get as much homework done as possible. I've been in contact with them, but their winter show's $200. And I want to go to Cadis Silva. So it's either go do Stag, who I don't have no idea about, or go to Cadis. So I'm going to Cadis.
I just want to know what I get exposed for. Do I get exposed too?
No, you haven't done anything.
Well, I mean,
what have you done? Have you done anything?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
have you done anything?
There's no telling what y'all might find. Just keep digging.
Okay, I'm not digging. This is the thing, Jonathan. I'm not digging. People are coming. People came to me after, not to me directly, but after the live opened up a whole fucking lot. Jonathan, I believe that you like people, you rescue people. You do, right? Like you rescued people probably from burning buildings. You care about people, right? I promise you. This stuff is disgusting. It's not okay. It's not okay. And okay, he's stepped out of the limelight, but it doesn't mean it's okay what he's done.
Well,
he's hurt people. And when you find out, no, you haven't seen it. And the reason is because you stand beside him. But if I'm such a
trustworthy and honest person, I would think somebody would come to me.
No, because you stand beside him.
No, he's gone. I ain't talked to him in
But you have stood beside him. You have stood beside him.
But didn't know anything else. What else am I supposed to do? I mean, the name of the channel is Truthers Reborn.
I mean, there's plenty of evidence put out there. You have paid attention to none of it. So,
like where?
On my page on YouTube, plenty. So
all I knew about was the fake neck injury.
That's all you knew. Okay.
What else am I supposed to know about? What's on the YouTube?
I'm not going to get it on here because I'm not going to do it. Well, that not just the YouTube stuff, but I mean, there's a lot on about just his history of being a liar. He's not a truthful person.
Yeah, but
I mean,
that's not what this live was about tonight, though.
No, and it wasn't. What
this live was for you and Josh just to squash this problem.
To squash the beef.
You know, he went live against you. He blocked you, and then we wanted you to be able to talk to each other. So.
And he doesn't have to unblock me.
This isn't about Josh. This isn't about
Josh Owens tonight, or about Jonathan. But Josh, I will tell you that I'm not going to stop. Josh has hurt a lot of women. And one day the people that have stood by him are going to see what they've stood by and they're going to feel sick. Okay? Or they're not. And that will just say the kind of people they are, just like you think the kind of people that hang out with Russ are horrible people.
I don't know.
I will never, but I'll never hold it against you.
I'll never say anybody that hangs out with Russ is horrible. It's about the people that, if you've been a friend with Russ for quite some time, you're aware of everything that's going on. And I guarantee that these people hanging out with Russ too, besides his admins and people in the groups, like his little friends, his little buddies, are also people online that will sneak into your group, see what's being said. That's the other thing about this cameraman. How many times possibly has this guy been in your group looking at your shit and going back and telling this douchebag?
And Harvey Weinstein.
It's crazy to think about. And like I said, the curiosity was who was filming. That's really what I want. And then I find out this man, because here's what I don't know about you or anybody else. But like I said, I know this man. If somebody's even if it's fake news, if you're accused of anything looking at certain individual groups of people underage or any kind of thing like that has been brung out about you. To me, I want nothing to do with you, and you deserve to rot in hell. Because if somebody does it, one, they're either mad at you, lying and bullshitting, or two, there might be some fucking truth to the story. Right?
So why don't you believe there's any truth to the story about Josh?
I don't know nothing about Josh. No one's told me any negative thing about Josh. The only stories that I know about Josh that we became friends with, me and Josh talked about, is the loss of his child. And that's really what, oh man, as a father, that kind of right there with Josh made a bond with him to me, being a father. You see what I mean? That's all this other shit, like I said, the negative or anything like that about Josh, I ain't paying attention to. Josh is not actually running a business trying to get girls and kids there. Now, Russ, here's what I'm saying about Russ, and I'm contradicting Russ. How many men have actually been going to go to the abyss, but not one has shown up?
Was it Nate?
Now, I was going to do it. Tosh was going to do it. But you know what? We're men, and we didn't get to do it. But women now get to do it. And it was very weird that they, Russ allowed that boyfriend to participate, which shocked me that he actually allowed that. That took my breath away. So you see, there's things with Russ that sends red flags in my mind. Nothing red flag has been sent to me to raise any kind of awareness of Josh or anything like that. Because the only thing that goes through my mind constantly is when I talk or look at that man, I don't care what happened in the past, that man, and to think about just the loss of him when I got my son. I go to bed thinking about that shit now. I do, since I met Josh. I go to bed now realizing, my son's life could be over like that. And I just hope there's somebody out there that if I do go through a situation that will stand me and still be like, you know what, dude, you've gone through some hard shit. Your mind's not right. I understand you're a fucked up individual, but I'm still going to extend my hand when you need it.
And then you would, and then if you continued to hurt people, you would hope that somebody just stood by and let you.
But here's the thing about it too. If he's hurting people and it's worth saying he's hurt me physically, well, then guess what? Put his ass in jail. Put him in jail. That's your job. If somebody hurts you, you put him in jail.
It doesn't have to be
physical. If he's yelled at you or calls you names, get the fuck away from him. You know how many girlfriends
about he exploits you? How about he takes money from you?
It's crazy to think that, if it's not something that this man goes to jail for, I'm not going to condemn him just because.
Okay, then that's good. You don't have to. You don't have to.
Because nobody's showed me proof. Nobody's told me anything.
You don't get to tell me. You don't get to tell me I can't do it. I can't.
No, you can still do it, Holly, because that's the best part about being in this country. We have every right. If we can do it. If you have proof, Holly, I would love to actually see some.
I got an email from somebody in Nigeria saying that they needed some money and I could get like $5 million.
Oh, stop it, Jonathan! Don't be smug. You already did the fucking Me Too thing that was really fucking smug and really fucking inappropriate, and I didn't say anything about it.
Yeah,
all right, don't pull that shit.
You brought it up.
What I brought up, I didn't bring up that fucking. That's bullshit.
You brought up Harvey Weinstein and compared Josh to Bill Cosby and Harvey Weinstein. I mean,
I said
that's what started the Me Too movement.
Hurting people and just allowing them to get away with it. We don't just allow people to get away with constantly hurting people, okay? And really hurting them. And I don't mean physically, and that's fine. For you, Josh, if you won't condemn somebody for manipulating,
but that's the thing. I can't condemn somebody if I don't know what he's being accused of. And right. Like I said, no. I can't just condemn somebody. Also, I just can't condemn somebody, Holly, just because somebody told somebody something that this has happened to somebody.
Proof.
That's the one thing I can't do. But if you come at, if you came at me,
look at the screen, Josh.
All I see is everybody's like little things.
Oh, somebody said Pink Tabor. So you're saying Russ doesn't deserve to pay the piper for his past?
Yes, Russ deserves it all after what I learned.
Josh.
That's what I'm saying. You see, but there's a point. Josh has done nothing or showed me anything to hate this man for. You know, that's the same thing Russ tried to do to me. And that's what people got to realize about my story, too. You know, one part about my fucked up tour was this: Russ, or one of his cronies, came at me telling me I had to delete and block Dan Truelove.
Yeah, I know.
Then, out of all people, Taryn and Chris. Now, he doesn't have a problem with them people, but why would he not want me contacting or talking to these people because I'm going to take a fucking tour?
I mean,
I'm not going to delete and block because
can't.
then somebody came to me and said, well, Dan went through the tour and he's on bad terms with Russ and he said this or he's done this to Russ. I'm not going to fucking condemn Dan because of that.
Josh,
you see, I need actual proof with Josh. If he's done something so physical to a woman, I'm not going to stand by and say keep slapping her.
It's not physical. It's not physical. And,
Okay,
and you probably will not
Josh
condemn him for
under
it.
false pretenses to exploit.
Okay. And maybe you won't either. And maybe you won't either,
Okay.
JM. But
Here's
Josh,
the thing, though.
Josh, hold on.
I mean,
I'm
sounds
speaking.
shitty.
I'm
It's not
speaking.
illegal.
I'm speaking. It's not illegal. But so we only condemn people for illegal acts?
Well, I mean,
what
I
Russ
ain't
is
seen
doing
proof
is not
of that.
illegal.
So, I mean, I don't know what's true and what's not. I ain't seen proof. If I see proof, then there's a different story.
Right, and that's what I'm telling you. When you see proof, because you are disbelieving a bunch of people, Lindsay was the biggest fucking protector of Josh Owens that there ever has been. Okay? Of all the people, Lindsay was the person that would come after people like a fucking bulldog. All right? Like a pit bull and protect that man. And she's here telling you that he has hurt people and you don't believe her.
It's not that I don't believe her. It's that I know their emotional state.
But it's the emotional state is because of his bullshit.
Yeah, he was very mean to him. So I can understand him being emotionally unstable. It's like a harmed ex-wife. It's like a invalidated ex-wife.
Okay, and so
Holly.
Hold
but here's what I'm saying too.
I need to finish addressing JM.
Oh, go ahead.
JM. So ever since that falling out, okay, things have been popping up because people are feeling comfortable. My live inspired people to come to other people and say that she's not the only one. That I heard Holly say there's been more than one. Well, guess what? I'm one of those too. Yes, me too. Okay. So there's been people coming forward since. So now all that's happening to Lindsay is she's being slammed in the face over and over and over again by her loyalty to this man. Okay. And you, somebody that she trusted, don't believe her because you haven't seen proof. Why can't you just trust Lindsay? Why can't you just trust her word?
Because I haven't seen proof. That's the point. I mean,
exactly. Okay.
Lindsay hadn't told me anything except for a PM.
No, Taryn, they did not get rejected. No, Taryn, they definitely didn't get rejected. Oh, that's okay. Go ahead.
Here, I'll go back to this then. If I'm supposed to condemn this man from somebody I never met, you know, I don't know Lindsay. I don't know what she went through. I never heard of Lindsay. I don't think I have. I never heard of anything that this girl's gone through. But it goes back to what I said. I fucking heard Russ was a you-know-what. I'm not going to say it here, but that's just my opinion. Now, that person saying Russ has done this and done that, right? So here I am telling you my opinion. But, people are telling me, don't say that about Russ. But, hey, I could trust that Russ might be a you-know-what. And, nobody's actually shown me proof of that. Nobody's done nothing, but I could take this person's word that I heard it from, right? Or I could give Russ the benefit of the doubt and say this person is probably just somebody upset that didn't, that wants to fuck him over. So am I supposed to condemn just off of something I hear without proof? Okay, I can't do that to people.
Guess what?
If you do that to people, everybody's fucked.
Until Melissa's after Melissa's tour, when I tried to help her get to see Kata Silvis, and I was talking to Michael and her, I didn't see proof of Russ's actions, and I knew and trusted that Russ was wrong. Okay? So because people that had been gone through the shit with him had told their stories, okay? And some of them I didn't even know. But sometimes I learned to come and find and trust people through this that did tell me their stories. And so that's how I formed an opinion without actually speaking to Russ himself, because I would never speak to Russ himself.
Lindsay, send me a message, but not about what you sent me a message about. I don't want to talk about that.
Christopher, Christopher.
I don't think you
really
can pronounce that.
That last name.
MXYZ.
MXYZPTLK. We can't share the proof from people without their permission to share the proof. I just know that Lindsay has been such a staunch supporter of Josh for over a year. And if it had to have taken something pretty bad to tear Lindsay to this point. Why did you put that up?
I did not.
Did Lindsay hear my message? I need to know.
I don't know.
I'm not answering like what she asked me about.
Taryn, they're afraid. I think they're afraid of the kind of backlash that they'll get. I mean, look at Mix Yes Pitlick. Mix Yes Pitlick. Christopher Mix Yes Pitlick. I'm sorry. That's pretty good. I think, Taryn, that they don't want to share because they feel vulnerable. Some of them feel very foolish. And some of them want to know that there's more of them out there, and that's just what they want to do. We don't, I don't care. People can stop following me, and people can stop following my page.
Lindsay did not ask me for money.
I
donated money by my own free will. She did not ask me for money.
Well, Josh is telling people that you said she did. So there you go. And there will be proof. There is proof, and there will be proof. And then there are some people that won't come forward because they were victimized by other people in their past, and then victimized again by Josh after sharing those traumas, and it's just too much for them to be publicly victimized again. Okay. And we have to be sensitive to that. I'll be sensitive to that. Yeah. But if people don't believe me and don't want to believe and want to unfollow, they can. This isn't my life. I have nothing invested in McCamey Manor other than I think Russ is bullshit himself. And I would love to see people like Melissa get away from him. But I'm actually a little bit more invested in just Melissa herself and helping her to be the Terror Tour Scream Queen Supreme. So, that's
wait a minute.
That's like actually more. I would rather focus my.
Oh yes, your opinion can be used as libel or slander if you. Yes.
What? An opinion, it has to be a statement.
Yeah, and it can be an opinion and be libel or slander.
Can you read that to me?
It says an opinion is not libel or slander, and it can be.
Can you read where
false? Then if it's proven false, it definitely can be.
So if you accuse somebody, so if you say, so how can opinion be proven false? Because opinions are not true or false. They're opinions.
But until it's proven true, it's an opinion, right?
Right. Everything's an opinion until it's proven true or false. An opinion
can be libel or slander.
So depending on I says, like Taryn says, depending on the context, because we can say one of the presidents is worthless, right? And that's an opinion. If it's proven false, would that be libel?
There you go, Taryn. Opinion can be libel or slander depending on the context.
Depending on the context. That's what I just said. If it's not true or false, if there's no fact behind it, then it's just an opinion. If it's actually wrong, it's not an opinion. It's just wrong, right? If you can actually prove something wrong, or right, it's not an opinion.
Yeah, if it ruins somebody's, like if y'all put some shit out about me raping somebody, it's obviously false, and
that's not an opinion. That's an accusation.
Yes, and it can be.
That's not an opinion.
I mean, it has to start somewhere as an opinion.
No, it starts somewhere. That is not an opinion.
Then what would it be?
That would be an accusation. That's not an opinion. An opinion is like, I think the world is flat, is an opinion.
You're a flat earther?
That an opinion voiced publicly can be slander. If you're stating so if you're stating, you can say Russ is a murderer, but you can't say Russ is a murderer, but you can say, in my opinion, I think Russ is a murderer. No, I don't think he's a murderer. LOL. Okay, so there you go. I have not said Josh is anything but a liar, and that's been proven over and over. I mean, just go back and watch some of his videos. He lies.
I mean, he admitted that too.
He's a pathological liar. I've never heard him admit it, but maybe he does.
I have, because I've confronted him on some of it, whether or not y'all believe it or not.
Taryn, flat Earth is a fact. It's not an opinion. I kindly ask you to stop slandering me, Taryn. He does victimize women, and there is proof of it. I mean, he victimized HS. There's proof of it. He does.
I hope whoever is emailing me will just stop, because that's not her. Somebody
was it the Nigerian prince?
I don't know. Whoever it is won't identify themselves. They claim
what
to
are
be
they
Holly.
Saying? Me?
They're just claiming to be Holly. No, Holly.
Oh, but they won't identify themselves. What do you mean?
I mean, they won't go on Discord and identify. Like, I know who Holly is on Discord.
Oh, so they won't go on there and say, hey, that's me?
Nope.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm not going to keep talking to somebody that I can't identify.
He said, well, it is an opinion if there is proof. There is proof that he has victimized women. Alexis, there is proof. There is proof. Plenty of it. There is no proof. Okay. Well,
that's what I'm saying, though, Hallie. As somebody that's a friend, that's like, with anybody, if you're my friend, honestly, you, and we take time, a few months, and I get to know you, you become one of the dearest people in my life. Even if anybody on here or anywhere is saying, Holly's done this, Holly's done that, I'm going to tell them to shut the fuck up. Unless you could come at me with some proof saying my friend did some dumb shit like this, I can't believe that person, because how's that going to make you feel too? It's going to rip you up if I just say, you know what, I'm deleting, blocking you because somebody said you're a piece of shit.
No, I
it's going to be pretty much, well, fuck you.
I wouldn't know.
Things
you
like
don't
that.
Know me.
But I wouldn't turn my back on you if you was my friend and I knew you as the person. If I knew you.
And you know him.
As I'm getting to know Josh now, I don't know what Josh has done in his past. Nobody came on and said, hey, your friend here has done this to me, and did what I know. I don't know that shit. That's not something I even, like I said, I really pay attention to, because most of the time somebody hits you shit. You just never know who it is. I could think if somebody hits me up honestly and says, if Lexi hit me up and I didn't know who she was or anything about it, and she just says, I know Josh and he's a piece of shit, blah 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 blah, I'm gonna probably think like, hey, being in the Truthers group, this is probably somebody from Russ's camp trying to fuck around, So that's the other thing you got to look at, is people coming on here just talking like, Mr. Foz here. I didn't know who he was when he hit me up, so I deleted and blocked him because I figured he was just somebody from the group wanting to talk some shit or something.
And so there's already been people that fake. I mean, there's fake screenshots of things, because Justin, whoever.
No, Andrea.
So, I mean, people know how to fake screenshots. So it has to be like, there's got to be more than just screenshots, because in the end, screenshots won't hold up in court either. I mean,
we're not going to court. We're not going to court.
The court of Facebook.
Well, the court of Facebook has a little bit more relaxed rules when it comes to what they'll accept. Have you ever not seen any of the T groups?
Screenshots, isn't it?
No screenshot. Well, fake screenshots, right? Fake screenshots, but like you guys put up screenshots. No, Andrea, I do not.
I mean, if we're done with the original topic, I got to go to bed.
Okay, go to bed.
I mean,
sweet dreams.
Yeah, get you to bed, old man.
Sweet screams.
I wanted to make sure that, you know, this was I did a test and this is what it turned into. And 2 hours later.
Nicole, we can't show other people's stories without their permission, but we're working on it.
Until you have the proof, we don't need to hear anymore.
We do have the proof.
Well, you're not showing it to everybody.
Well, no, we're not showing it to everybody because it's sensitive. And I guess if you want to just expose women, to harassment by Josh, which has already been happening, then you know, if you feel good about that, this is my channel. I can do whatever, I can say whatever I want about the proof. You guys didn't have to come on here and listen to it. Did ya? I'm not saying it in your group. I'm not talking about it on your channel. What?
Because you wouldn't come into his group. That's where he wanted
I am in the group.
No, the live.
No, the live.
Oh, the live. Anyway. No, I wouldn't come on the live. I wouldn't come on the live because of what I told him why I wouldn't come on the live. But
and
anyways,
I wasn't here for that.
We already had this live made.
John wasn't. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't here in the beginning to hear why you didn't go on his.
Me and Josh were sitting in the live waiting for like 20 minutes. And then somebody in my DM was like, hey, they're live on their YouTube.
We already were live.
I mean, how long?
Already live.
We sat there for a while, Josh, just waiting. I was like, well, still ain't looked at it.
Yeah, I kept getting, people kept sending me messages too, talking about you guys were on another YouTube. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, so like I don't have you.
Well, we sent Josh.
Or nothing,
we sent Josh. I never said you were blocked. Never said you had me blocked.
Well, he has you blocked. So
Angela said I said you had me blocked. He has me blocked, but Foz messaged him asking him to come on a live. And
yeah, but
we were going to be live.
I suppose I didn't say who I was in the message, so yeah, he did just
block
me right away.
Hit me up, when Mr. Foz hit me up, I didn't know who he was. All I seen was somebody come on there and talking. I'm like, okay, this is just somebody from a group that wants to talk some shit or something, man. I ain't gonna waste my time.
Foz, somebody asked a question. Karen, somebody asked a question.
What question?
Karen, Karen's responding to something. I want to know what it is. Oh no, Joe Schmo timed out.
I timed him out because he was. I forget what he said, but he was saying something rude to somebody, so I timed him out.
I didn't come on your live, and I said I wouldn't come on your live because we had made an agreement. We weren't going to allow anybody to talk shit about each other's groups and about each other. I said I wouldn't let people. I told you I let somebody know. I'm not going to say the name. That I wanted to see these harassment things that you were supposedly involved in. They couldn't provide proof, but you provided the proof from Linda Sullivan, and I was ready to go to bat for you, Jonathan. So like, you know, like your live though, I wouldn't go on your live. I said after you said, I said he has me blocked, but I said to you, and I came up. Hold on a second. My Wi-Fi's. Can you guys hear me? Because my Wi-Fi is being weird.
Yeah, you cut out for a second, but you're
there. Battery. I still here?
Yeah.
Am I still here? Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, you're still there.
Okay, cool. Okay, my battery's gonna die. So where was I? So I told Foz, I want to go live. Will you please message Josh and ask him to go live with us? I didn't want to go live on yours because I've seen how you allow people to just like run over you on your lives and just talk mad shit. I mean, two times.
I didn't see the live. I was at work today, and I got booted from banter apparently, so I didn't see that live either.
Hesitant. Yeah, I was a little bit hesitant to come on your live. I asked Josh to make this live, and this live was made before your live was made, because I said, could somebody please tell Josh that, you know, if you're friends with him, that we're live, and I'd like
what
to
do you
talk to
define
him.
as talking shit? Like,
So that's why I didn't go on
in my
yours.
test, he was talking shit.
Well, just he was talking about me, and I wasn't there to defend myself. That was one of the things we talked about. It's like when people start talking on somebody else and they're not there to defend themselves, you stop it. And he did talk for over a minute about it, well over a minute.
And I changed the subject.
So yeah, so like, but I watched you do it with Josh too. After about a minute, you said, I can't really comment on that. And then, you know,
that's what I said.
That was,
and then you sent me a veiled threat about how.
But anyway, yeah.
Well, I mean,
said we're going to end up in the same place we were. That's not a veiled threat, and we're going to end up in the same place we were, not getting along with our groups against each other. If you won't, like, if I were to let people come on to a live and talk shit about you, Jonathan, without giving you an option, without saying, hey, just like I said, we're not going to talk about this here. When there's not somebody, just like when Josh was trying to down on Mandy, we're not going to talk about this here.
Oh, are you still there?
You know, just like that's all you had to say. Hey, Josh, we're not going to talk about that right now. You know, save that for another time on your own live. You can do that on your own live. But like we had agreed just on Thursday that was something we weren't going to do. And so, no, I wasn't going to come on your live.
All right,
so
I'm seeing in the comments
I feel a lot safer with Fox.
All right, I gotta cut you off, Holly.
There we are.
Holly, I gotta cut you off.
And you talk about,
Holly,
you know, Josh, there aren't a whole lot of people making live standing up.
Hello?
Okay, so you talked about standing up for Josh. There's not a whole lot of people going live standing up for me. But I don't really care.
I hear you, Foz.
You know,
right.
I'm not going to say there isn't. It isn't
I try not
Josh,
to talk over people
Team
because
Josh.
it doesn't get the point
It's
across.
not Team Holly. I don't care. But I do care about the truth. Is somebody talking and I can't hear him again?
Holly, I'm trying to. Yes,
Yeah,
Holly, do you hear me?
Foz is like steadily talking and you're talking over him.
Laurie wants to come on here, and I'm trying to
I'm
figure
sorry,
out how to
I can't
do
hear
that.
anybody.
You're gonna have to
back out and come back in.
That's the only way to fix it. I'll go ahead and tell y'all, I've been doing this. If somebody stops responding, you got to back them out and let them come all the way back in. If you leave and you're running this, it will still let you back in. You don't have to end the live and start a new one.
Yeah.
Like you can close your browser and open up StreamYard and come back to Broadcast Studio. It's not going to shut down the live just because you quit.
Oh, really? Hmm. So I think Laurie wants to come on here. But
yeah, I know some of what happened with her, and like, I don't want to talk about it. This is not what this is supposed to be about. That's for another live. I would gladly have her on if she'd talk to me. I don't know if she'd talk to me. Taryn, I don't like Hangouts, man. The quality sucks. It really does, man. I tried it with Chris the other day.
did Holly come back on? Oh,
No.
I have to add her if she did. No, she didn't. Oh.
You're still talking?
I'm not seeing any comments if anybody's messaging me because I'm on Facebook. But.
No, I got all of a sudden 64 comments just popped up under my thing.
I'll send Lori. I'll send her a message if you want me to send her the link.
She's messaging me right now.
What the fuck?
Run on, little doggy.
Oh wait, I don't have the link, do I?
I don't want to be on the fucking camera.
What the hell's on your lips?
Taryn, I'm on 500 gig fiber. I don't know what Chris has, but
now I'm up to 76 comments. Wow.
Lindsay, are you saying Lori is blocked from Truthers?
Oh, she's back. I have to add her. Oops.
All right.
How are you there?
Yeah, I'm sorry, you guys. If I
All right.
am talking over and over, it's because I can't hear you. So I
I
apologize.
was trying
people
to.
don't
I was
have to
trying to
tell me
stop
that.
you for like a minute.
Why didn't you just mute me?
I wasn't even on that page. I was trying to catch up with everything there. And, yeah.
Okay. Well, go on to wherever you were. I'm just gonna mute my mic and you guys can talk.
Oh no, you go ahead. You go ahead. Let's continue on. Pretty much.
Well, somebody was saying something apparently because they were telling me to be quiet in the comments. That's the only reason I did.
Laura just said she's not blocked from Truthers.
Who's not blocked from Truthers?
John said.
Andrea has a question. Will you put it up on the screen when she says it? Yes, Andrea. I saw the last question
right now.
Oh, Andrea, the last question. I'll look at the chat then. Andrea, the last question I saw, you asked if I know Josh personally, and I said no. So if everybody stops their chat for a second, so it can not go by too fast for me, so I can see Andrea's question. Because I do not know how to scroll back on my TV. You want someone to play jazz, Brittany? And Andrea, you can always PM me too, any questions.
Oh my God.
Laurie's driving right now, but she said she would come on.
Who?
Laurie B.
Lori B?
Mm-hmm.
Really? So can nobody hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Well, Andrea said she wanted. Oh, I too do.
I'm not seeing the comments because I'm on Facebook at the moment.
I was already talking, Andrea. Is that your question?
Yeah, I mean that's fine. I mean,
no, you may have said that, but I had already, as soon as Jonathan said that, like,
I just figured
I'm
it
gonna be
happened
home
in there, and I'd settle it in there. But that's fine.
Yeah, as soon as JM said, like, I'm going to church, I'm not gonna be home until whatever. Like, and then he went live in the group. You said you didn't know about it. You said, I'm going to church. If you want to go live later, we can.
I didn't know you were even live. Somebody had to tell me because I'm sitting there waiting on you to join my live.
Well, I can't join. I'm in StreamYard. I'm not in Messenger. So, anyway, so yes, you told me, but I was already in discussion with Foz. Foz had already sent a message to Josh asking him to come into a live with us.
Gotcha.
So, was that your question? Was that your question, Andrea? I don't know, because you did.
Next time I do a test, I know what to look for.
So what, you streamed from StreamYard on the Facebook?
Yeah.
It's the same thing, just as easy.
Lindsay.
Yeah, you just add same way, and you just have to be an admin wherever you're streaming.
But you, I caught like 1 minute of it. Didn't you say like you weren't seeing names? You only saw Facebook user.
I've got two screens, so I comment. I have Facebook open over on the left screen, and then StreamYard on the right. So I have to read the comments on Facebook while doing video on StreamYard because the comments won't show up like they do in here. Now I don't know about how the subscription. I'm on the subscription, so I don't know if that's different for the free version.
Taryn, I just saw your comment.
Might be.
Oh, I don't know about that, Lexi.
Like I know you can't do custom stuff like powered by StreamYard. You can't get rid of that. I can run banners across the bottom, like a rolling banner with something in it. I just don't ever do it. I can do green screen. I actually had Russ's backyard as my green screen at one point.
Yeah, that was funny. That was great. I love that one.
Your comment about the Patriots, Taryn. I think like being Lexi's mom is going to be something that's going to be hard for me to do now. Hi, Lori.
Yeah. Not enough light. That looks horrible.
There it is.
Nice. Oh my God. Is that, are you doing your Russ impersonation?
It's my green
floating
screen.
Head?
I don't have, it's like.
Oh, no, Taryn. Not the Steelers. I guess at least nobody's a Winers fan in here.
Oh, I guess she timed out or something.
You're getting...
Shit. It ain't gonna look right.
No, I'm a Lions fan. You know, I'm stuck here in Detroit with the horrible Lions.
Oh, Lord, disconnected.
That's about the best I can get it. Yeah, it ain't gonna look right. I don't have enough light right now.
So you need to get Purple Rain playing in the background while you float your head over Russ's compound.
There's my den. Look, brick wall.
Go Chiefs! Yeah, Niners can. No Niners. Is the
Wait
game
a minute.
still on?
You must be. Oh yeah, you're on different time zone.
Is the game still on? Is it
No.
over?
I don't know.
Is it over?
That game should.
Yeah, I think it's over.
Chiefs won.
Did the Chiefs win? Yes, good. Anybody but the Niners. Yay!
So
That makes me
31-20.
Ambulance.
Laurie's driving and she, I guess, didn't have good service where she was. She might have to try again in a bit. Or might have to do another night if it works out. If it doesn't work out.
I know Dan True Love's happy as hell right now.
Oh, yeah. That's his team, huh?
All right.
Yeah.
Y'all, I'll see y'all.
All right. See you.
All right, Jonathan,
Bye.
man. Good night, buddy.
All right. Later.
Have a good night.
Bye.
All right. She's here. Let's try to get her on again.
Oh, Lexi, you just go to Russ's YouTube page, like McKinney Manor Presents, and find the SSDU documentary and listen to the first 5 minutes. Pause. You're talking.
That's not me.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't me this time.
Okay, Josh, tell her mute yourself when you take too big of a hit.
Oh, that's that Michigan cold up here. We got some crap weather.
That's what it is.
Has it been snowing out there?
Yeah, I've had this same cold now since I was like 2.
It's just
it's
good night.
No, we actually got some pretty good weather out here today.
It might get more entertaining, Taryn.
Third time's a charm, maybe. Let's see.
Yeah, see, Taryn, I used Taryn, when I was talking to Taryn, basically everything I learned from the Manor came from Taryn, because he's, like I said, Taryn became like an idol. I watched everything I could on Taryn while he was there. And I said,
Courtney,
what? I want to do that.
I have headphones on, so it sounds like it's in my ear.
I remember Taryn went on the Surviving Life series, and he was talking with Ron, and then I went on and I put his tour on my YouTube channel, and then he commented on that. He's like, "Why'd you put my tour on your channel?" or something like that.
But yeah, he was like my whole reason to do the Manor, Taryn, then finding out about Chris, and just watching, You know, like Dan True Love. The first one was actually with Dan when he had to cut his girlfriend's hair off and shit. You know, that was that's what redrew the whole entertainment for me. I'm like, yeah, take the wife and have to cut her hair off. That would be lovely.
So it wasn't going to be a family trip for you?
Basically, it would always be wherever I go would be my, have to take my wife and kids. That's what's going to be cool about going down to Cadiz. You know, they chill in the room. I do the tour and, stay the night after and then go home. But yeah, my wife, she ain't going to get into that stuff at all. I told her I'm going to have them bring the cockroaches out for her. I got to see that in one of their videos.
Oh, yeah. Do they still do cockroaches?
I have no idea. Everything I asked Anthony today about it, and he said everything they do, sometimes, they might add some of the same things, but it's barely the same to what you see on the videos. They change it up personally to you, and that's what I love about it. I love that they're going to make an app. My tour will be a lot more different than Melissa's. That's awesome that we don't get the same, same stuff over and over and over like Russ.
I like how they're doing it. They're trying to get into her head and everything. 2 weeks prior. That's awesome.
That's why I can't wait for the Cadiz Silva. So, cannot wait to get this injury healed up and get it all done and be ready to roll in June. I gave myself a 5-month window to actually get more healed before I go there.
Hey, Angela, didn't you lie about how you heard about the rumor about Taryn? Didn't you lie about that?
Yeah. I don't think you've noticed it's been quite a battle in the comments.
Yeah, I haven't. My thing for some reason I got to switch back over to comments and come back to your guys' main screen. So, but like a lot of the comments I don't even see the comments.
Okay, so some of the Silvis guys are here. So like I think about sometimes like I can't do the Silvis tour because you don't have a geriatric tour.
I don't know if you see it, Josh, but Taryn says for your tour they should make ICP try to attack you.
Now that would be the bomb, Taryn. That would be awesome, man.
You would be more excited than anything. So
well, yeah, I'm like I said, I'm a juggalo, man. I lived here in Detroit all my life, so I got to be when I was young. Got to go down to my first show was more of a revealing for the Riddle Box that was coming out, and we got to do the chicken hunting. Got to be in the live video for chicken hunting.
Dude, I went to the Riddle Box tour that they came around and did a couple years ago. I got a shirt from it.
So Angela, you should put that out. You should put proof of that out. So
then I went down for if we were in the gang in a gang video, which was actually pretty cool, man. It was a great day. That video shoot was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm waiting on the Cadiz Silvis boys.
I still never went. I'm always working in the summer. It's impossible for me to take.
Are you guys? Can you not hear me? Can we not talk about ICP right now?
We're just talking about ICP for a minute.
Okay. So like
I was trying to get Laurie on here. She had trouble with it.
Cadiz Silvis, like nothing is off the table, like ever. Like you can't have any limits.
I remember asking Rhett in a live once. I'm
asking him right now. He's right there.
Are there? Oh, he is. Oh.
That's a very good question because I would like to know what is actually on the table, what is actually off the table.
Can you have like?
I remember him saying there's nothing off the table, but let him talk for himself. He could come on if he wanted,
Yeah, like I've been trying to get people looking for somebody that would like to actually go to Cadiz Silvis, do like a team hookup, but everybody I talk to is like, nah.
I don't know if she's still around, but I remember like Christina Buster was going to go on a team tour with some people.
I mean, is there anything that you can say? This is the only thing that can't happen to me. That can't happen to me. Like,
oh yeah, that's a very good question.
Like I wouldn't care about haircuts, but like okay,
he
so
says we give you one stipulation to take off the table.
Fingernails, right? Nothing like permanently disfiguring.
All right, so no haircuts.
Hair grows back.
Yeah, but that's crazy for women because they're going to take your hair from you. Then you're going to be bald. Have to get your whole new hairstyle done.
But wigs, wigs.
Right? Yeah, you got wigs.
Guys
are like, we're going to shave you bald. Okay, bring it on. I need a haircut.
Yeah, or they're like, I wanted to start over anyway. So what about so, I mean, I can't think of anything else that like would be like I'm just thinking like you can't you can't like rip fingernails off or anything like that. If we don't have to do anything like that to make y'all tap, we're not low class. I get it, but like just the idea that nothing's off the table.
Yeah, that's what
is
makes it
like,
even more freaky for my tour.
I
Thanks,
know.
Holly.
Yeah. So do you have a geriatric tour for us old people? Because like I would just like to be pushed like psychologically. I would love for somebody to try to get into my head and like
Build like an old
fuck with
folks
me.
home in there for you.
Yeah. Well, I just mean that I'm you know, as Josh says, I'm 60 plus. I'm not, but so I just feel like if I was like 26, I'd be all over this shit. Like all over this shit. But
yeah, that's what's drawing me in now. Is my age too, you know. Now I'm really. It sucks that I found them so late in life. These extremes, I never paid attention to them, and now they're here as I'm getting older, and I'm like, damn, man, that would have been awesome to go to when I was like 20, for real.
Yeah.
You know, the
but
actual Manor, so San Diego.
Now.
Yeah.
So here's
that, you know, that's.
Yeah, but I've like lived so much more life now that I feel like I would have been too afraid to do it at 26. Now I'm not afraid, but I feel like I'm physically not. I mean, well, 20% physical, like, so rough terrain. Like, if I wind myself just getting to the damn place, I'm on tap.
I'm done.
I'm gonna be like,
and that's the key to Russ, is to wear you out before he even gets you there.
yeah,
and that's
yeah.
one of the things I actually do like about the tour. A lot of people complain about it, but as a business aspect of it, you know, that's one way to wear them out so they ain't touching my $20,000. I'm going to wear you down before you even get here for 8 hours.
What about them?
So then you can come into my tour.
Could you ever do just I want to send my daughter Courtney, actually, because she's 26 and she likes this kind of shit. If she's still here, I hope she didn't hear that because I should send her as a surprise.
She came and went a few times. I don't think she's here right now. Courtney Lowe says for you to do Kata Silvis.
Oh, that's been the hard part, is trying to find somebody that actually would like to, you know, get together this summer and come on down on the tour with me, man. It's a nightmare trying to get anybody to do it because they're like, nah. Hey, bring her. Hey, you know, it'd be fun and games, you know, just to have somebody there. So, you know, like, hey, don't throw me under the bus though now. Don't throw me under the bus.
I mean,
you know, that's going to happen.
I don't hold grudges. Josh is a different story. It's not a grudge. Josh is I'm protecting people. I need a sissy tour. I need Courtney, a little baby.
You need the Daniela tour.
I need the Daniela tour. I need the CS version of a Daniela.
No. First, we need Dan to convince you to want the Daniela tour.
Yeah,
and then you have to beg to get the Daniela tour, right?
That's a lot of money to spend on just seeing how far I could get, Courtney. It's a lot of money. You want to fund it? If you want to fund it, maybe I do it.
Oh, yeah, I really
no,
can't.
I wouldn't.
I can't wait to go.
I'm a crybaby bitch. Well, no, I'm not. I tell you one thing. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not afraid of anything but being afraid, if that makes sense. I don't like.
What are you doing?
I don't like being afraid. I already told Melissa some of my fears.
I I'd take everything out.
But
make it look like I was doing.
But I'm not really afraid of anything except for the feeling of fear. The feeling of fear is terrifying to me. I mean, it is, but it's just the idea that I might feel afraid about something gets me up in my head and gets me anxious. But I'm not afraid of snakes or spiders or ghosts or creepy children or vampires or, you know, swamps, dark places. I'm just maybe a little bit. I don't like enclosed spaces, but everything else I'm not really.
Rhett says we don't have those. We only have one type of tour, I'm afraid.
So you couldn't just do a fully psychological tour with no physical part?
Hi, Laurie. Can you hear me?
Laurie, are you there?
If you're there, I'm not hearing you.
Me neither.
Yeah, I don't hear her.
She's got a bad connection, I guess.
Yeah, I heard like a weird echo just a minute ago. Very weird. Yeah, but Kate Sills, yeah, I'm really, really excited to go actually be a part of this and do it.
I want to send my daughter. I really do. I'm waiting to see how Melissa comes out of the other side. My daughter's definitely not as much of a beast as Melissa is, but my daughter, I think my daughter would do rad.
You know, only good thing about that came out with not doing the manor was I met so many people that pointed me towards Cata Silvis, and you know, I wish I would have known more about these haunts before I even wasted 4 seconds with Russ, because I would never even have wasted my time if I would have known about Cata Silvis beforehand.
Well, I mean,
like
I guess I would have liked to see you do the. I'd like to see people do the manor, because
I would have loved to do it for that experience,
to physically challenge yourself. Yeah.
Hey, I'm part of the manor. I did this, but like I said, I really more got a feeling of it not being my pictures. I think maybe it was more so Russ looked through, or they just figured like he's going to have a hard time with this guy. You know, maybe he's not going to break him so easy. Probably won't be so entertaining because Russ can't get to him so quick, you know? And maybe that was one of the reasons. Because, like I said, you didn't see no guy, none, except that boyfriend participate, which shocked me that he allowed the boyfriend to participate, which was nice and cool. But if that's the case, why ain't you got no guys doing the abyss yet? You know, it's kind of weird. Very weird.
Seems he hasn't had a guy in there in a while.
Wasn't that Nate guy in there? But
I think he might have went. Nate might have went, but I didn't really pay attention too much to his. No one put too much of his out if he did.
Yeah.
Or Tosh, you know, looking at Tosh.
Courtney, I'm further away from Tennessee than Arizona is, so I wouldn't. Yeah, I'm way up here in the Northwest. Taryn, I want an extreme haunt here in. Bye, Lindsay. I want an extreme haunt in Washington State, on the right side. I mean the west side, the right side, not the east side, which is the wrong side. I'd tap out. I would tap out. I already told Melissa what would make me tap out. So if I ever go, Melissa better not ever.
Yeah, Melissa's in danger. She endangered herself
by saying nothing scares me.
Yeah, she was kind of tempting the family. So, you know, the family's going to give everything they got for Melissa.
How did she do that? I must have missed that one.
Oh, it was one of the greatest. They were just talking, basically bullshitting, and you know, she was just talking a little smack. You know, just a little smack, not much. And you know, the family paid attention to that smack talk, so they're doing special things for Melissa. It's gonna be. I love that. Hopefully, if everything goes good, that we're actually going to be able to watch it and see parts of what's going on with her tour this time.
Parts of it. I think they show parts, but that they'll never show the full thing. But
oh yeah, they're definitely. Like they said though, like Anthony was saying earlier today, is that maybe they're going to like turn the camera away but stay live so you can hear screaming.
Oh yeah,
which would be pretty cool.
Pause.
Yeah.
You guys want to talk about some extreme haunts for a while? Taryn will jump on.
Oh yeah.
Please. Yes.
Taryn is the one who helped me re-spark this Kindle for the extremes.
Yeah. I want to help Melissa go to every extreme haunt.
Yeah, like you said, Holly, that's totally awesome you did that. I didn't get nothing from you. Some people said I guess you contacted them and shit. You know, that's awesome to help some people get outside of the manor and let them know, hey, if you need some help or you want to go experience this, I can help you out.
I didn't contact anybody. That was all Dan.
That was pretty, actually really, really cool to do, though. You know, because that's got her attention focused away from Russ in the manor. Yes. And now, you know, her focus is on Cadis. And hopefully, like I offered her and her husband, come up here to Michigan. My door is always open. Save some money. Fuck in the room. These hotels up here are rip-offs. You know, they're all rip-offs. But save some money. Come on up here. Stay at our place. Go up, do the haunt, and have a good time, man. But it's like I said, they do. I guess they do 2 shows for like 6 days, and that's like it. Stag
For
does,
Stag?
is from what I figure. Yeah. So they're very. It seems like they're just as hard to get the information as, it is for Blackout. It's just like Blackout. But from what I understand is, I was reading her thing and it had some like a backstory of something like Annabelle did something when she was a child and somebody did something to her, and it's an immersive theater kind of haunt is what I'm picking up. Is it's more of a theater than
Yeah,
just
that's
going
what
through an extreme,
that's
which
what I heard.
that's pretty cool. But
But
I
it's
didn't want
still
to pay
interactive,
$200
right?
here this winter. Yeah, all hands on interactive. What I'm picking up. But nobody that I talked to or anybody's even heard. A couple of the haunters heard of the place, but none of them's ever been to it. So there's no way to get any good information of what's going on. What is their story like, man? I
So
hope
yeah,
Taryn and them do Stag next, like they're doing Blackout. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, when I first heard about I started doing. Did you send him a link, Josh?
Yeah,
I did.
Okay. I started when I first started looking up I started looking up the different haunts to see if like other extreme haunts were doing the same things as he was doing in San Diego. And and so that's how I came across Blackout and Stag and Heretic House. And
didn't his ex-actors open up Catharsis or something like that? And it was basically the same
Horror, but did they
detail?
ever do anything?
I'm not sure. I
have
just
no idea.
remember hearing about it.
Hey, Taryn.
What's up, guys? I got my
Look at this
screen
guy.
set
Oh my
up for
God.
my.
Your frame. You
I got my frame and stuff
everything?
set up for my deep web series. I was
He's
filming
got
that.
the
a
paid
little bit.
version of StreamYard.
Are you
I
going?
get into that
actually
deep
use XSplit.
Oh, okay.
Are you going
I was saying
onto the deep web?
Yes.
Wow. Is it scary?
There's some scary stuff on there. If you go to the youtube.com/extreme screams, there's a playlist of my deep web series. I think there's 5 videos so far on there. I basically just go on the deep web and surf it and find some stuff. There's some hilarious stuff on the deep web. Like I found a whole Sonic and Tails fan game on there, but I've also found red rooms, so I mean, it's a huge dynamic in that series that I do. So it's really fun.
Oh yeah, look at there's proof. Taryn is not Foz. That's
yeah. I'm not this guy. He has too manly of a voice to be me, as I said in comments earlier.
I was saying, Taryn, I hope you guys get a series, man. Try to get some more information on Stag like you're doing Blackout.
It's
going to be hard for them guys.
I'll be honest with you. Chris and I do know a lot about Stag. However, we don't want to divulge a lot of the information that we know about Stag just simply because we want to respect the secrets and privacy that they want to keep. I will say,
are they more
go ahead.
Theatrical?
Go ahead,
are they more of a theatrical experience compared to like Blackout?
Okay, so Blackout is actually an immersive theater, right? Blackout is not an extreme haunt. Blackout is considered an immersive theater. So if you watch our series, Russell Eaton actually talks a lot about this. He's actually the main guy in the Blackout Experiments documentary. So Russell Eaton, Blackout, Blackout, instead of doing things like burying you alive or waterboarding you, even though Blackout does use waterboarding in a sense, their whole thing is centered around the story and the themes that they want to put forward in their story, right? Whereas most extreme haunts, they're more about just eliciting the most amount of fear that they can within your time for the experience. So to me, I consider the difference like this, right? So an immersive theater is going to have a very strong story. It can be any genre. There are immersive theaters that are comedy. There are immersive theaters that are horror. There are immersive theaters for everything, but the story is key for an immersive theater. For an extreme haunt, they still might have a story. The story might be there, but it might not be as prevalent. They're more about physicality rather than that psychological and emotional response that you get from the theaters. Pink Dagger says, I have a question for Taryn. Has he ever been to Haunted Hoochie? What are his thoughts of them? I have never been to Haunted Hoochie. I do want to go, though, and let me look them up real quick. I think they are actually close to me.
Yeah, I think they're in Ohio area.
That's what I think, too. Yeah, they're in they're definitely in Ohio. I will be checking out Haunted Hoochie this haunt season for Valentine's Day. If any of y'all's in Ohio, I think I am actually going to be at Haunted Hydro. I think I'm going to go there. If y'all want to see me and meet me, I'll be there. Pink Dagger. I saw that you put that on the thing earlier, but I didn't see what it says. It says, I love blackout sexual notions too. Sorry, but I do. I know it's not for everyone, but a lot of people don't mind. Sorry, I know I'm taking up a lot of time, but I've got so much information about stuff like this. Pink Dagger. I love that comment, right? I love that comment, and here's why. So blackout, the way that they do their sexual scenes, right? It's not sex for sex's sake, right? They're not selling sex as entertainment. The way that they do their sexual scenes, it's like an art form, right? Like think of like Michelangelo's paintings of like David, where it is in the nude, but it's for art, right? That's the way Blackout portrays their sexual scenes. Their sexual scenes aren't there to turn you on. They're not there, it's not porn. They're there to elicit a deep emotional response for the person going through. I know I definitely wish that Blackout was still going. Spoiler alert for anyone who doesn't know, Blackout did close their doors last year. They did not go bankrupt. They did not close due to controversy or anything. They just closed because the owners wanted to pursue other interests in theater. Josh actually runs Two Bit Circus now. So that's.
Hey,
Oh yeah, go ahead, Ollie.
Taryn, I have two questions. One, do you know of any haunts in the Pacific Northwest? And two, is Heretic House still running?
I don't know about Heretic. If Heretic is still running, I will be there eventually. There are three extreme haunts that are on my list that I really want to go to. One is Heretic, one is Hurting, and the number one extreme haunt that I'm definitely. I think I might go in April if I can get the finances together after Transworld. But it's Crucible, and it's by Castle of Chaos, and it is in Utah. It's in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Wow.
That is one that I definitely want to go to. Out of the entire time that they've been running, only one person has been able to make it all the way through. There are 10 levels of extreme, right? So one through 5 is their normal.
What?
Yeah,
there's only 9 levels of hell.
Right? So levels 1 through 5, and I'm not going to explain it all because we might be talking about this on Extreme Screams eventually. We may already have some of this filmed, but I am going to. I will tell you guys some about it because I definitely want to go to this place. Crucible is everything from level 5 to level 10, right? So level 10, there is nothing off the table at all. They can basically do what they want. It's insane. So what I really like about Crucible and what I really, really respect about them is they're a haunt that wants to do just about anything they can do for the person to be able to finish and for the person to have as good of an experience as they can, right? So say you go in and you say, I want level 10. I want the most extreme thing you can give me. I want to go through it. And then you go through for a while and you say, okay, whatever the safe word is. I don't know what the safe word is, but say you say your safe word, right? So they will slow down a little bit if you tell them you want to beforehand. So you have a choice beforehand whether you want them to stop completely or if you want them to slow down. So if you tell them when you say the safe word, I want you to slow down, then they will slow down a little bit. You can potentially have the opportunity to even drop levels so that you can continue on. Or, if you're still like, no, this isn't for me, I don't want to continue this, then they'll stop for you. So they're going to do what they can to get you through this haunt. And it's just crazy to me, the level of attention to detail and the level of care that they put into everything that they do. That's one that I definitely want to go to. In the Pacific Northwest, what exactly states does that
like
consist of?
Idaho, Oregon, Washington State.
Uh,
So rainy up here, so waterboarding would be like on the table all the time.
I will have to look that up real quick. And
as for this crucible, can you like start at like a level 4 and just ramp yourself up? Like keep going.
I don't know if you can do that. That's one thing that I honestly don't know. I would recommend going in at a 10, and backing it off if you have to. I mean, go big or go home. You know what I'm saying? Do you have these written down somewhere, Taryn? I want to Google them. I'm a Google nerd. Moonwater. DM me, and I will get you a list of everything you need to know. So I'm going to look real quick.
I still love that picture from Exit 13, though, Taryn. That picture is still the most classic picture in the history of Taryn.
Right? I love that picture. It's on the Extreme Screams Instagram. Let me see.
I knew right away. They said Taryn and Chris are coming. We're going to put a target on these two. I was dying. I was like, all right.
Yeah, I saw that too. Kimberlina, she's awesome.
Yeah,
I love her to death.
Oh, great character, great person, just one of the best, man. One of the best people. I love when you go through. I don't know if she did it to you, man. Did she smack you with the powder gloves?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that was great right there.
Holly, a lot of what I'm seeing is mainly boo haunts in that area.
Like My Morbid Mind. Is My Morbid Mind on there?
I haven't seen. I didn't see that one.
I used to live right next door to it.
Oh, nice. I did see like Fear Factory and things like that on there. I can definitely send me a DM on Facebook, and I'll look more into it, and I'll see what I can find, and I'll let you know for sure.
Why don't you guys just do a traveling immersive horror experience?
I mean,
like
hey,
a circus.
I'll give you a deal. I'll make you a deal. You fund it, and we'll do it. That's
I
the
could
problem.
Probably fundraise for it, but
that's our only problem right now. Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm not even going to say it. Never mind. That's still being a secret.
Okay. Well, if you ever do a traveling one, please come to the Pacific Northwest. Everybody leaves us out.
Yeah, for
we're all
sure.
Too hippies. We're all too gentle here.
Right. If anybody's in the Indiana area as well, I know Indianapolis has an immersive theater called Indie Horror Story. I've looked at it several times. I've wanted to go. Timing just hasn't been right for me, but I will be there this year at least once. So I am going to check that out. I do know that there are two meccas, right, for immersive experiences and extreme haunts. One of the meccas is Los Angeles, California. If you ever go to Los Angeles, there is something immersive going on every night of the week there. So you don't have a problem all year round. Wow. And it's the same thing with New York. You can find something almost every night of the week all year round in New York as well. Whether they are horror or not, though, that's, sometimes they are. Sometimes they have other things going on. Like I said, immersive theaters can be anything from comedy, horror to drama. Basically, any genre that you can see in a play, they can do an immersive theater about it. Another really good place for immersive experiences is Las Vegas. Las Vegas doesn't necessarily have a lot of extreme haunts, but they do have a lot of what I consider to be immersive experiences, like immersive escape rooms, right? So if you're a big fan of escape rooms, Las Vegas actually has the Saw escape room. So it goes through, I think it's the first 5, I could be wrong, but I think it's the first 5 Saw movies that this escape room follows. And it's actually 5 different escape rooms. So I know a guy that went there, and one of the people in his group actually had to quit after the first escape room because he was throwing up because of how sick he got.
Oh,
Ew.
So
Not all
that's
escape
great.
rooms are like horrifying, right?
no, not
Some
all
are just
escape
like
rooms.
puzzles.
No, not
She
all
made
escape
it.
rooms are horrifying.
Hey, Laurie.
Hi.
Oh, Lori's here.
Hey, Laurie.
Oh, Lori's here. Hey, Lori. You don't know me,
Hi.
but hi.
Hi. Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Good day, though.
I'm going to get there to
Good.
Stag maybe this summer, though, Tara, man. I'll definitely let you guys know exactly what I learned from going in there.
Are you,
You know.
if you go to the public one that they do this summer, let me know and I'll go with you.
Yeah, I've been checking it. Some people said $30, man, but the person from Stag that hit me up said $50 for the summer,
Mhm.
$200 for what they got going on right now in the winter.
Honestly,
So-
I will say, I know more about their private shows than I do about their public shows. But I will say, from what I have heard, and what I do know about so far, it would definitely be worth it. Stag, they are huge fans of Blackout, right? So a lot of what Stag does actually kind of mirrors what Blackout has done.
See, that'd be nice, man. That'd be really nice to get involved in. If you can't get Blackout, get something right next to it. Would be great to go
Michigan, Pink Dagger.
But anyways, I don't want to take up Lori's time. I was just kind of coming in to fill up space. I will see you
Thank you,
guys
Taryn.
later. No
I'm
problem
gonna
at all.
brother.
DM you.
Yeah,
Have
for
a good
sure.
night, bro.
If anybody else wants to DM me to learn more, just DM me, Taryn Neal on Facebook.
Well, as it
Thank
gets
you.
closer, you know, around the time, I'm going to go to June's going to be Cadis. So maybe, you know, if you want to, maybe July or August, we could try to do Stag. I'll
All
find
right.
out when they get open.
All right, works for me. I'll see y'all later.
All right, brother.
Bye.
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 Now that's going to be awesome. To get to do Stag with Taryn will be awesome.
Yep.
I would be.
How you doing, Laurie?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Okay, so
So,
speak whatever you want to speak, Lori.
I don't know. I just I keep hearing my name being brought up a lot in reference with like Josh Owens and stuff. So I don't know.
I don't know.
I just thought I want to give people the opportunity. Like, if someone's gonna ask me something, I mean, better to ask the, you know, to me than make up rumors and things like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I said, I don't, you know, I just really basically within the last month and a half got to meet, know Josh. And I don't know anything of what people are saying he's done, before. I don't know that personally what he's done to anybody. He's just basically within the month and a half from Truthers is basically where I got to know the guy, talking to him and things like that. But nobody has came to me and even said any wrong thing about, Josh. So I didn't know anything what he's accused of or being, what he's done, how he's hurt anybody. And like I said, like I was telling Holly, it's even just meeting a friend and becoming friends with somebody, it's kind of hard just to go off of what people say out of these groups, about anybody. Because anybody could point to that, anybody over there and say, Bob's an asshole, man. You shouldn't talk to this guy. But if that's already your friend, you're going to tell him, well, I know Bob's an asshole. Let me shake that shit off. Oh, well. But like I said, I don't know anything about Josh, anything he's been accused of now. It's basically, like I was telling Holly, really ain't my business what he's been accused of. I don't really want to get in that guy's life like that. He could be my friend, but that's a little too personal for somebody I just met at the moment. But if he has hurt somebody, and somebody does tell me this is what this guy has done, and if he does show to be untrustworthy, then I will, the same thing about Russ. I would end up saying nothing to him, not being a friend with that guy, because that's just something. But as a friend now, I just can't go off because somebody said something. This is what somebody said, unless that person tells me,
Okay.
If somebody hit me up and says, I know
for sure.
Josh
Teller,
but you just said earlier that like you don't care what he's done in his past.
That's what he's done in the past. That's
you're gonna hold up to him.
But
I will tell you that Josh has admitted that he is a liar, and Josh is the pathological liar. If you go back into many of his lives, from even since end of October, I guess, when he restarted Truthers, beginning of October or whatever, when he restarted Truthers, a lot of the lives, a lot of the interviews, he lies. He outright lies. And then he tells a different story weeks later, just on the live that I don't know if you saw my live, Josh.
Yeah, and I do have to agree with Holly. You know, I haven't, you know, since my tour in McCamey Manor, I have not done a live interview, not once, since Josh kind of coerced and, you know, I don't know, kind of pushed me into doing an interview with him, and I did it. And then after that, I don't know, like a lot of more lies and rumors and stuff were spread, you know, that I don't know, like I didn't appreciate. So then again, I dropped off the face of the planet again. And
all right, I found the comment.
Whatever. Now I guess I'm back to like set the record straight. You know, like if anyone's got something to ask me, I'm right here.
Here's a question for you right here.
I'm willing to answer any question I ever can, truthfully.
Lindsay has a question for you. It says, Laurie, Josh said you hit on him and he turned you down, and that's why you got mad and left. There, I'll say it.
That's funny.
Well, we all saw
quite.
a post from you in the Truthers that said you should have known better than to trust people, like you got hurt again or whatever before you left. And so there was a lot of speculation on that. And quite honestly, my first thought was Josh did something to you, simply because everything that I've heard about Josh and women in the past, since I started this in the beginning of November, has been nothing but him hurting women. I mean, it's been continuous. And so
Josh Owens is something else. No, I did not hit on him and he did not turn me down. Okay. That's kind of funny. No. You know, like after the interview, you know, we talked for a little bit, and actually it was kind of reversed. He hit on me. He even went as far as to tell me that he was in love with me. Like, okay, you never even met me yet. You're in love with me. And yeah, he kind of went off his rockers a little bit and started talking about, you know, how he's this giant alcoholic and he's got this big, you know, problem with alcohol, and he's got to go to some clinic and get meds, but he's still in love with me and he doesn't know how to. Josh was crazy. He was absolutely crazy. He had this like demented thing in his head that I don't know. We were gonna be together. I have no idea, but no, I did not hit on Josh, and you know, him turning me down. No, he I'm sorry, it just makes me laugh.
Did he try to like manipulate you with emotionally manipulate you? I mean, I understand that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, go ahead.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah. I mean, hold on. Let me shut my bathroom door. Sorry. Yeah, absolutely. You know, he tried to manipulate me emotionally and kind of play off my, you know, my emotions, like what I went through with McCamey and stuff like that, and want to be like this good guy coming to the rescue, and, you know, want to be my friend, and oh my God, it's Lori Brotherton. You know, yeah, he absolutely did. And I mean, I guess, yeah, I kind of fell for it. You know, I just, you know, I was whatever, lonely at the time, call it whatever you will, you know, and you go through something like I went through and someone nice comes along and, you know, I don't know, wants to try and make it better for you. Yeah, I guess you can, you know, feel a little vulnerable, but yeah, he absolutely emotionally manipulated me, which will never happen again.
And then when he got what he wanted, what happened?
He like dropped me like a sack of potatoes. It was like, you know, we were friends and, you know, we talked all the time, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, boom, gone. Like, as if whatever I said or he said didn't even matter. It was like, I don't know, it was kind of like a friend, like breaking up with a friend for no reason, you know, no explanation. I was just like, what the fuck? You know, you were like, he was the one to seek me out and pull me out of hiding to do an interview and to talk about, you know, the stuff that I went through in McKamey Manor. And then when I do that, and I am vulnerable because this person acts like my friend, and then turns around and shuts me out, like as if, you know, I didn't even matter or what I said mattered. Yeah, it pissed me off. Just like it would anybody.
Hold on just a second, Lori. Tammy, put that up there.
Yeah.
Tammy, I will not. I will tell Mr. Foz to like boot you or mute you or whatever. I will not.
What are you talking
manipulating
about?
Tammy, some women get too butthurt. No, men manipulating women emotionally just because he's not physically abusing her, it is wrong. It is wrong. And we as women,
I would love to
see
some of these comments.
Oh yeah, put it up for Lori. Do you know, like?
Yeah, see, I can't see any of the comments. Tammy, some women get to butthurt. You know what, Tammy? You know what? I'm strong enough that I can answer your own comment. I'm not butthurt by any means. Please, are you kidding me? No, I'm not butthurt. All right, what I am is a normal fucking human being that was befriended by somebody that turned around and screwed me over. That's not being butthurt. That's being a normal person that has human feelings. And if you don't have those, then actually I think you're the one that's the ass that should be hurt. And you could go butt hurt yourself, please.
And we shouldn't be talking to women each other like that. You know what Lori went through?
Exactly.
And what Lori went through at the hands of a man, several people, in fact, you know, what she went through, and she had been just out of the limelight. She had been out of the spotlight. And he manipulated her, emotionally manipulated her towards an end. Okay? And that is not okay. I don't care if it's not real life. I don't care if it's not physical abuse. I don't care what it is. He preyed on her trauma. It's not childish behavior.
To do a show.
Yeah, he preyed on
my trauma to do a show.
To do a show for a Facebook group. This is why I'm exposing
exactly.
Josh. Because he is hurting people. This Josh Teller, this. Lori is a beast, and she fucking went through hell at the hands of Russ for.
Yes, I've seen pictures of part of. I only seen pictures of what happened at the manor there.
It's what he did to her,
and that was fucking horrible.
Humiliated her, and Josh.
Yeah, Josh, it's not even like what they did to me physically.
Sorry.
It's not even what they did to me physically that that was the worst. It was what they did after what they did to me physically. They didn't just it didn't just stop, you know, when the tour ended. It just kept going and going and going for another year. Like, this tore my family apart. Russ went out and sought out my family. My grandmother, who God rest her soul, has now passed away. You know, Russ went out and sought out my grandmother, you know, and tried to put even my own family against me. What this man and what these actors did to me, not only physically, but mentally, emotionally, and just what a person can possibly go through was horrible. And I ghosted myself for so long, you know, where I didn't want to tell my story. I didn't want people to know about, you know, what I went through, or if I was, weakly manipulated by Russ and his cult. No, I wasn't weak by any means.
Oh, you said
nor am
cult.
I still, which is why Russ has got a little, that's what it is. It's a cult.
Right.
I was falling into it. That's where I was falling into with myself, was not, when but I was Josh, involved. It seemed that way.
That knowledge.
Yeah, and then Josh Owens out of nowhere starts messaging me and saying that how great of a guy he is, and he wants to get my story out there, and he's promising me that he's gonna take Russ down and blah 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 blah. 3 years later, we're in 2020. My tour was in October. What Josh Owens did was screwed up. It was very manipulative. It was really screwed up to the point, even if I wanted at this point to lawyer up, I couldn't, because of the stupid interview that I did with Josh and how it happened. And, I'm embarrassed of it, and I wish I never did it. I wish I never did a lot of things, but You know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I can't change anything. But what I can do is say that Josh Owens is a liar and a manipulative piece of shit. He really is. Sorry.
I am glad you went on and told your story.
Yeah.
I hate that he lured you in the way that he did. And I hate that he did what he did to you. And he's not any better than Russ, in my opinion, as far as Russ's tactics to get to people.
Thank you.
And the thing is that, so Josh, maybe you understand a little bit more about how I'm going in on your buddy.
I know. Yeah, I kind of know who. I kind of know who she is, and you know the Manor story,
and
you know I didn't know she had anything to do with Josh there. You know, I didn't know you had anything to do with him. You know, never even paid attention to it.
Josh, you didn't know I had anything to do with Josh?
No, none. Like I said, I really just got to know him. I just came in here and got to know him after what happened with me.
I mean, it's on you. It's on Josh's YouTube page. Like the number. If you look up Josh Owens on YouTube, it's on there.
Yeah, I never look anything past that besides them bringing me two truthers. I never go through all their videos. I don't, just don't got time to sit there and watch everything.
No, I get it.
Yeah, so I never, anything that's really not new on here. One thing that I will tell you about
me though is I'm not a liar.
Watch. That's the one thing I don't do is watch any of it.
Yeah.
And that sucks. Well, about, and that's like I said, telling Holly, man, if she's got, wants to tell me or show me something about this individual person, show me. That's show me what's up. Let me know.
I could show you private messages of him telling me how in love with me he is.
What me and Holly, what we were going through with Josh, like I said, the things that she was doing, I seen with Josh, being Josh's friend, not knowing half of the shit that was coming up, it's like if she was just telling me Josh is this kind of individual and there was no kind of proof, I can't just judge a man based off of what somebody tells me without hearing, other people. Like I'm hearing you now, that's kind of a fucked up situation, to be in and with him and dealing with him. I didn't know he was like that. Like I wouldn't even.
I didn't even know
like that. who he's dated, who he's with, any of that. I don't, like I said, I didn't pay attention on any of his past stuff like that at all. Any of the Truther videos. If it hasn't come out within the last month, I haven't seen none of the videos except anything. Only ones I've seen is Extreme Screams. I watch all their videos, but all the Truther videos out there, I never watch.
I'm happy to screenshot and DM all the messages that Josh Owens has said to me about how in love with me he is and blah, blah, blah. I mean, I don't lie. I have no reason to lie. Never lied from the beginning. Just don't believe in it. I don't believe in liars and thieves. And those are the two most fucking things. Sorry, I don't know if I can swear or not, but those are the two most things in my existence that I can't stand is liars and thieves. And Josh Owens is a liar and he's a thief of stories because what he did.
But he's also a thief of money. He's also.
I don't know about money because no one ain't got my money. He's he's a liar and he's a thief of stories. And he used me to whatever, make a name for himself to get an interview out of me or something. He used me, and that's fine. But you know what? In the end, I'm still the one standing here strong, and still the one telling the truth. And I got nothing to lie about. And where's Josh Owens now? Where is he?
He's hiding. He's hiding because he knows the truth. He knows the truth is coming out. The truth is coming out to bite him in the ass.
Yep, exactly. This is why it's called truthers, because he's not a truth teller. He's a liar.
Yeah, that is very, very true. That is very, very true. I applaud you. I 100% respect you. I think.
Thank you, Holly.
I think you are so fucking powerful. And I mean, yours was the very first story I read about McCamey Manor, and I was just overwhelmed by. That's when I knew the problem wasn't the manor; it was Russ, because of what he did on the day of your tour. If I didn't get the story wrong, on your way to the tour, exposing you like that, I was just like, "This is
no. You're good. You're good. I'm an open book."
Okay, I was like, this is just supposed to be an experience. This isn't supposed to be so personal, why? And this is where I found and this is why I've been called a Kool-Aid drinker, as I've always said, it's not the manor, it's Russ. Russ is the problem.
It was Russ. Even of the day of my tour, and Carol will even admit it, is that Russ was trying to get all the actors, and I can name every one of them in my tour, to bring up personal, shit that was going on with me to break me inside the tour. And even Carol said, no, now you're just taking it too far. So rather than them trying to bring up personal things to break me, they tried to break me physically. And I think that's where they failed the most, is because I didn't break. There was nothing they could do to break me. I went there on a mission. I went there to do something. And I did it. And what they did, wow, I still even to this day cannot even like grasp my hands on with what I had done so bad as a person that, you know, he would want me to be beaten the way I was beaten. You know what I mean? Like it was.
Yeah, those pictures were pretty damn gruesome. Yeah, they were. That was,
you feel like,
you know, but that's what I was thinking
you
about.
should have seen the doctors when I went to the ER and what they saw. They saw my body from head to toe naked. I didn't show those pictures, but
I can't believe
it was
they didn't
head
bring
to
the
toe.
police in while you were there.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. I can't believe the hospital didn't try to say something, because that was, you know, that either ways, if you gave permission for that, that's, you know, they're thinking like you're crazy. We got to do something.
Well, no, they did. And actually, I left the hospital without discharge papers before the police got there. Because, again, Russ had threatened to sue me at $50,000, that if I were to say anything, he was going to sue me. And the last thing I needed was the police there. So I left without discharge papers, and that was it. But, the police did come.
That's where they try to get you, is under that clause. Now, I understand, like Cadis Silvas, you know, they don't want you to take your footage and show the world, because that's going to really mess up the tour for everybody else that really wants it. You know, I understand that with them, but now, like Russ, you know, I understand probably what happened to you. Russ and them were like,
was never shown.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Is I
can hear you,
don't
Holly.
ever think they took any video of you or anything. I don't ever think. I haven't seen nothing about your tour like I have others.
They took a whole video, but Russ has an entire video, everything. He's got all the footage of everything that ever happened to me. He just can't display it because there's too much criminal activity. That's why I'm not on. That's why he didn't make my movie.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't even know who's got. I heard that Chris Cunningham had my footage. Chris had even told me that he saw it. And I believe he did, because there's things that happened to me in my tour that Chris told me about. Like a year, I'd say, about a year after my tour, that only I would know, or anyone there that would know. But I don't know who has my footage. I don't know who has that. I don't know if it's even been destroyed or not. But
I guarantee
if I'm a betting woman, Russ loves crowns. He likes to put a little crown on his head, you know. I'm sure he's got my footage somewhere. I'm sure that footage is somewhere.
Right.
He's probably kept that as
whether it's on the
very
black market
personal.
or I have no idea.
Can I ask, do you think that your tour before that day, before that happened, do you think he would have given you a fair tour before that happened? It was that, right?
No.
You don't think he would have? So was there was other stuff he was pissed off at you about?
Oh God, yeah. He I think that Russ knew deep down inside that when I signed up, I was going to literally give him a run for his money. I know he never would have admitted that. Even on like the day before my tour of my waiver signing, my, soon to be ex-husband was there with me. And even Russ asked him, your wife's only going to last a minute. And even, my soon to be ex-husband was like, you have no idea. You have no idea. And Russ had no idea. I didn't go into this, dumbfounded and blinded as to what was going to happen. I knew I was going to get, roughed up a bit, but I didn't realize that I was going to have a personal vendetta against me and literally be beaten by 4 men and 2 women at the same time.
Wow.
I didn't realize I was going to get punched in my face over and over again because of Russ's orders. I didn't know that when blood starts trickling out of my mouth, and even the actors are saying, is that hers or is that fake? They didn't even know. And even inside the van, the actors had told Russ, they're like, she just won't stop. What else do you want us to do? And out of Russ's own mouth, and I heard it myself, go harder. hit her harder. I heard this myself. I was there.
What?
I mean, even after you know how many hours I was in that van, and they brought me out of the van, and all the obstacles and all the shit that I did even outside that van, and even afterwards, and they're throwing dirt and mud inside my mouth so I can't breathe. And I finally sucked it up, and I finally sucked everything inside of me to say not even a safety word, but it's a safety phrase. I think I said that phrase, it must have been about 200 times before they even stopped. They kept going. Even after I said it, it kept happening. And then even after it kept happening, finally I get up, and even afterwards they bring me and they pressure hose me with a hose in my face. I am so swelled up and beaten that now I've got a pressure hose in my face.
Oh my God.
I had to rip my own duct tape off my head and rip my hair off my head because they refused to take the duct tape off my face to see who they were. Meanwhile, I knew who they were.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I knew
Yeah,
everything that was going on the whole time.
So really, everybody that was there was
did the actors
involved
want
in
to
that.
stop? Do you feel like they wanted to stop and he wouldn't let them?
Good question.
Yes, there was one actor in particular, yes, that was a little bit more kinder, I guess. And that was Chris, which is also known as, you know, Pedro or Mr. Gray. He was probably the only decent one there. Even after my tour, they had to bring me back to like the pickup spot, and the only way to get me back there was to get me back there in the van. And I was like, I ain't going back in that van. There's no way. And which was Pedro and Mr. Gray, personally volunteered to go back with me, and he held me in his arms and kind of rubbed my head and just talked to me the whole way back, and was actually really decent to me, compared to like Mike or Ryan or Lindsay or Beth or Nick. Yeah, Chris was probably the only decent person there.
When was your tour? What year was your tour?
Yeah, I know.
2016, October 23rd.
So was that before Christina Buster's last tour?
Yeah. Christina, I had seen Christina throughout the years previous to my tour, and she had actually been one of the people where I was like, wow, this looks kind of interesting, along with Lindsay Boley and Beth Hipple. I saw their tours before I went and did mine. And I mean, for Christina to have been in there like previous to the chamber and all that, Christina was in there for what, like 6 hours or something, like one of her second tours, and she didn't look anything near to what I did. And that's kind of how I even got to know her. But yeah, Christina's final tour was after mine.
So was Chris the one that or Pedro or whatever, was he the one that Russ abandoned in the middle of nowhere?
Oh God, he's done that to quite a few people.
Did Mr. Gray live in?
No.
I think that guy's name was Dallas.
No, Mr. Gray was not abandoned. No, he was not abandoned. If you go back, even on like YouTube and Russ's old movies, Chris is on there. He's Hispanic. He's got a thick Hispanic accent. You'll know exactly who he is.
I was just reading something about, or hearing something from Christina about one of the actors being like just dropped off in the middle of the nowhere, and she took him in, and Russ went like harder on her tour because of that.
I think that was Dallas.
Was it? But wasn't
okay. Yeah, no. Christina's tour was personal through a family thing. It had something to do with her daughter.
Yeah, which is just messed up, right? Like,
yeah.
What? Like, why would you? This is supposed to be an extreme experience, not
exactly.
Oh my goodness! Oh
yeah. It had yeah. Christina's had something to do. It was a very part-time, very quick actor that Russ tried to take on, some guy named Cody, and you know, Christina's daughter. But no, that was a family personal thing. Me, I don't know. I still to this day I don't understand. Like, what I did that was so bad. All I did was play the game, and I played it better than he did. You know,
Yeah.
he thought that I was gonna tap out in like a second or two, and I didn't. So why punish me for it even afterwards? Why punish my family and my job? I lost my jobs.
How long was it the day of your, like, how long was your tour? Like, how long were you actually in that van or whatever?
Yeah.
Well, Russ claims that it was an hour and 55 minutes. Well, no. I got to my pickup point at 11 o'clock in the morning. It was over at a 7-Eleven by a Spirit Halloween store. And I did not get back to my hotel room until it was about 5 o'clock at night, around there.
Wow.
So you do the math.
That's insane.
Yeah, that was an hour of editing.
You know what's even funny? They even invited me to eat pizza afterwards.
Oh, God damn.
And you went to the
even
hotel
after they
and then
beat
the
the
hospital?
shit out of me. Even after they beat the shit out of me and I couldn't open my mouth, and, you know, even the cameras were off and I had to do my exit video, Russ had told me again, you know, warned me again that if I don't say nice things about McKamey Manor and my experience and how exhilarating it was, and that's the word he used, was exhilarating. He wanted me to keep saying that word. And so I did. And yeah, and then after I did my exit video, my, again, soon-to-be ex-husband was standing next to me and he's like, you need to leave now. And they even invited me to stay to eat pizza. I'm like, get me out of here. So I go back to the hotel room and I shower and went to the ER because I was in really bad shape. I couldn't walk. Turned out the left top of, like, the dorsal top of my left foot was fractured. It was really bad. I was covered and laced in head to toe and, like, I mean, just beatings. It wasn't, you know, a paintball bullet. I was beaten. I was hit, you know, hard by a lot of people.
You didn't get them welts on your
time.
body by them just flicking on you. You know, them were some bad.
Did they ruin your tattoo?
Well, actually, yeah, that was kind of the funny thing is, Ryan, they cut off part of the sleeve to, like, the shoulder of my shirt. It was, like, on this one, but which I've got covered now. But yeah, they cut the sleeve of my shirt off and, like, the shoulder part where my tattoo was. And Ryan started yelling in my ear, telling me that I don't deserve this tattoo and I should have continued on with my challenges, yada, yada. And then before you know it, I felt something really sharp, kind of like, I don't know, like cutting at the tattoo. And it wasn't even until I got to the hotel, you know, to get undressed and get washed that I saw that, they tried to, like, kind of shave off my McKamey Manor tattoo. Yes.
Wow. You're shitting me.
And so is it ruined?
No.
Like, did you? No.
Oh, it's been covered up since then. Well, it was ruined after that. But yes, I've had it covered up since then.
Yeah, cool. So tell me how long you stayed in McKamey Manor and what made you leave finally?
Well, my tour started at 11 o'clock in the morning, and again, I didn't get back to the hotel until around 5.
The group. Sorry, I meant the group, because I know you stayed in the group for a little while later.
Well, actually, no. The funny thing is the night after. Actually, it was the night of my tour after I had gotten back from the ER and everything. I went to go back on that, and I went back to the hotel. I tried to get back on the McKamey Manor talk, and the night of my tour, Russ blocked me from the group and told me that I couldn't come back.
What?
What an ass.
I thought you were in.
Yeah.
Weren't you in McKamey Manor talk for a while?
For a little while. It took a lot of begging and pleading on my end to be like, why are you kicking me out of the group? What did I do? And he just he would even tell me personally. He would tell Carol to tell me. She was the middleman of why I can't go in the group. So even of the night after, of my tour, is I just got back from the hospital, he blocked me from McKamey Manor. Yeah. And told me that I couldn't go in, or that I couldn't be in the group anymore. And then all the begging and pleading and me calling him on his cell phone, you know, and like, why would you do this to me after everything I just did, after everything I just went through? Why would you do this to me? And I guess a little convincing and stuff later. Yeah, I got back in, but it was probably about maybe like a week, if not less, after my tour. He had completely blocked me and turned everybody against me, told everybody I was a liar and that I beat myself up like that and that everything I said was a lie. And that's when everything hit the storm. And for 2 years, that's all I was told, is that I'm a liar. I'm a cheating home wrecker, and I'm a drug addict, and I'm this and I'm that, all because I went into a tour and beat Russ at his own game.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is that, you know, it's not.
Yeah.
You
Oh
know,
my gosh.
when I
And
really got
then,
into it, looking up the manor, I
and then
thought
what
haunted
made you
house kind
finally
of.
leave at the very end? Like when you finally left the
It was
everything manor related, what caused that?
a lot of it was just that's a hard question. You know, I left and wanted my life back, I guess. I wanted my life back. And I knew the only way that I could honestly get my life back completely and like try to just get myself back as a whole. I mean, even with my you know, then, you know, my husband, is I needed to leave, and I needed to not be used as a pawn anymore, because that's all I've ever felt, was just a pawn in Russ's game or Josh Owen's game, you know, with interviews. And, you know, I get people that message me all day, every day, doing interviews of some like, oh, YouTube Scream Fest, yada, yada. I just, I can't. Oh, shit. Hold on. Sorry. I think my dog's outside. Are you out there? Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry, my dog was like trying to get back in. Again, I think I was tired of being a pawn, and I decided that instead of being a pawn to a chess game, I was gonna be the king, and I needed to get out and stay away, and I did, and I did a really good job of it. Without having to change my phone number or my Facebook or anything, I just kind of fell off. And then, you know, this year when, you know, Josh started contacting me with Ron and all these other people, and Josh kept telling me that he was just so into my story and wanted what happened to me to really be out there, to help other people, because that's what I've always wanted to do. Is I just wanted to warn people that, you know, if you want to go into McCamey Manor, you go ahead and do it, but do it with the truth, you know, and not with what you see or what Russ wants you to see. Go in there with the truth of what could really happen to you, because I am the living truth, you know. And Josh played on that, you know. I don't know, it sucked, but I learned a valuable lesson from it, and I'll never let it happen again. So now I'm just open, and anyone that wants to ask me anything, I'm here. I'm not going to do some like crazy YouTube interviews and shit like that, you know?
I am grateful because for a while now, I've been, people have come to me, women have come to me and told me stories, and I can't tell their stories. You know what I mean? I can't divulge those things without their permission. So I'm very grateful that you have come on and said this, because it only affirms what I've been telling people who are just say, oh, if you don't show me proof, we're not going to believe you, you know. But I'm like, I have nothing to do with why. Well, I have no reason to lie. I don't know Josh. I don't know Russ. I came into this like most people, just off the internet, right? So I really appreciate you, and I think that you have helped a lot of women that have.
Thank you.
That I think you've helped a lot of women that are afraid to say anything against Josh. But I want to know something. I want to know, do you have any desire in you ever to do other like extreme haunts or anything like that? Or is this ruined it for you?
It's kind of funny you asked me that. Yeah.
You do?
I do. I do, only because I think now kind of going into like after what I've been through is and most women or whoever like what I went through would be like, there's no way I could ever do something like that again, you know, or put myself in that type of a situation again. I would actually, yeah, I would actually like to do Kata Silvis.
You should do it. Do it.
If I were to do any extreme hunt, if I were to pick any extreme hunt that I would ever do, I'd really want to do Kata Silvis. I was invited to Blackout and like a bunch of extreme hunts, and I did turn a lot of them down. I had heard a lot of things about Blackout with like just, I don't know, just really inappropriate things like that. And I don't know, like I still wanted, I guess, do an extreme tour only because I just want it to be pure. I want it to be
Yep, that's it.
professional.
That's where we're going. Me and you, I'm going to be me in that bottom one right there to you.
We need to go. I want it to be pure. I want it to be professional, and I want it to not be like a personal. Oh, hold on 1 second. My
sound just got weird.
Hold on, I'm so sorry. Hello.
Yeah, it sounds very low now with my headphones.
She got a phone call.
He got a phone call. She got a phone call.
All right.
It's echoing in everybody's speakers and microphones.
Hey guys, can everyone just not talk for a second? I've got a security thing on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, this is Lori Brotherton from Target. How can I help you? Okay.
I don't want to put her personal thing on there, so I muted it so she gets back.
But she can still hear you.
Oops.
I can't hear anything.
Oh, you're back.
Okay.
There we go. Okay.
Oh, hey.
I didn't want your call to be broadcasted, so I muted it. So.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I've kind of got an emergency at my job. I'm the closing manager over at Target, so when I get security calls, I have to respond to them. Fred. Can we continue this in a little bit?
I'll probably be in bed, but I welcome and like anytime I'd love. And are you in the Kata Silvis group?
I'm not in the Kata Silvis group, although I'd love to be. For some reason, I'm not getting good audio anymore.
Oh, really? Huh. I know. We hear you good.
We hear you good.
Yeah, I hear you perfectly.
Go to the Kata tour group. Melissa is doing a tour next Saturday, and so it's going to be pretty awesome.
Oh, I would love to see it. And again, yeah, if I were to ever tour again, it definitely would be with Kata Silvis.
Well, Lori, I'm going to be going in June.
A couple people said this. If Ron ever wants to interview you again, you should do it because Ron was duped by the lot of those people as well.
God, why am I having such a hard time hearing anybody?
Look at all those earrings.
I don't know.
Look, are those Jack Skellington? Is that
well,
Jack
anytime
Skellington?
You want to come on, we could bring you back on another night. If it's going to be too late tonight. It's 12:30 where I am.
That's cool. And I'm sorry if you're like listening to, or if you're looking at my ear. It's only because it's the only way I can hear you.
It was cute, though. It's cute. I don't know. So I'm probably going to be going to bed. it's like I got to get up early in the morning. So, but I would love for you to come back on, and I think you should join the Kata Silvis tour group and set up a tour with them. They're intense. I've just been watching from the sidelines, and it looks intense.
I would really like to do that too. As soon as I answer this security call through my job, when I get back, I'll jump on my laptop and as long as Kata Silvis allows me in the group, I would love to definitely tour.
They're gonna allow you. They're great people.
Yeah,
definitely.
I hope so too.
Thank you so much. This was really
thanks for coming on.
It was really, really, really helpful.
Thank you, and thank you, Holly. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Mr. Foz.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Have a great night.
All right, guys. She's amazing.
That was interesting.
Yeah, that's a very interesting. Got to get up and go.
So, I mean, for you that talked, not you, Josh Teller, but everybody in the side comments that were talking about proof, and we need proof, and we need proof. You understand now why we can't just tell you proof, right? We can't just give you proof. This has to come from them. And there's more like her. It's not just her. And there's worse than what he did to her. And so when they're ready to tell their stories, we'll be here for them to tell their stories. But I'm not going to just act like everything's hunky-dory while we wait for them to tell their stories. I won't act like Josh is a great guy. He's not. He re-victimized that girl. And all in the name of getting a YouTube video up. It's just sick.
Yeah, what that woman went through there at that manor was, oh my God. Just the pictures I seen was sick. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
Okay.
What she went through there.
Okay, so anybody else have anything to say before I go to bed? I mean, you guys can stay on live all night and drink and smoke. You and Josh can smoke some bud and like just bring random people on all night long.
Just harass all.
Let's do a 24-hour live party sometime.
Oh, that's a cool shirt on top of a cool hat. You know.
But I do have a drinking game we can play, guys.
I don't drink.
Every time Josh Teller gets that 2-liter out and takes a drink.
Is it Fago? Yeah, whoa, hold up. Is it Fago?
You know it.
All right.
It's the only thing allowed in this household.
I saw from Mountain Dew earlier.
No.
Red too.
That was the moon mist there.
At all.
Oh man, see, it's the location. Can you hear me now?
No, I can't hear him at all.
I hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Fine.
Yeah, see, I go into one room and everything shuts off on me there. So
I'm gonna back out. I'll be right back.
Yeah, move one room, go into another room. You know, it's all weird, man. This Wi-Fi shit here, it's crazy.
Yeah, I guess she couldn't hear, so she left and she's coming back.
Yeah, that was like I said, man. Only thing I ever seen of Lori was I got to see some pictures after her tour, man, and it was horrible.
Yeah.
Fucking just horrible. I couldn't believe that actually happened to her and that's what I'm saying with Russ. And that's what I was saying about these people that work for Mr. Russ, is that, they should be held accountable too for their actions. If they take part in torturing of a woman like that, of course they should be held accountable, not just, hey, I was working for Russ, I didn't know.
Yeah.
That shit's not acceptable, man.
I mean, the good thing is that nowadays it's not a beatdown, but it's still a lot of waterboarding. And
but that's what we were talking about when I got into Truthers, man. But that's what we were really talking about. This new Abyss, it's kiddie level shit.
It's literally the same as everything he did last year, minus some of the boot camp stuff. Like if you go back and watch like Justin Wolfstar's tour, this Abyss stuff is basically the same shit.
I miss subscribe.
Or like actually not even just Justin Wolfstar. Let me go back. Go watch Frank C's tour. Frank C, he did a lot of that boot camp stuff, and this is a lot of the shit he's just repeating over and over.
Yeah, that's what I said with my tour. I said, man, if she could get on and beat this shit, I'm definitely going on this tour. And then Russ, like I said, what I really think with Russ is just that he's looking at you, he's screening you, and I think for this Abyss tour, he knows that it's too watered down, so he's not going to bring in anybody he really can just beat it. You know, he's going to go full balls to the wall as much as he can. But the good part is this, man, from what I'm seeing with a lot of these new tours, and if you're looking and he's trying to get help to do them again now, I think Russ is having a little problem. You know, like Melissa was saying on her second tour, kind of like it seemed like Russ was just kind of like rushing her through, you know. And the one after Melissa, the girl after, it just seemed like he was rushing the tour just to get done because he didn't want to continue it because the weather was bad, you know, or anything like that. But he's getting older, man. It's not going to last. He's not going to be able to last long. He's 62 years old. How long can he actually keep up this game?
Agreed.
Yeah.
Will you tell Josh I can't hear him? Oh, wait.
You can hear me, right?
Pause.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I hear you fine. I can hear her fine.
How about Holly? Do you
Say
hear me?
Pause.
I'm talking.
I can't hear you.
He's talking. I can hear him.
God damn it. Well, I'm going to go to bed. Pause. Quiet just a second. I'm going to go to bed. You can say goodnight to me in Messenger. Josh, did you hear my drinking game idea?
Yeah.
Every time you drink out of a 2-liter, we're all going to drink.
Yeah, we'll set it up. We'll do something.
Okay.
Well, yeah,
I hope we've squashed the beef and you understand where I'm coming from against your friend. And
yeah, you know, it was just that too. You know, like I said, I didn't know much about the guy. And, you know, like I said, at the time, he's my friend. It's like you and Foz, you guys are friends, right? You really know. You guys are friends. If you see me just come on and start attacking a guy or commenting and bashing a guy because I half-assed know him a little bit, but, you know, here I am. I'm digging into your friend. I keep saying something. It's going to affect you. You're going to chime up and you're going to speak up for your friend.
Not if he was my new friend.
That's what I was trying to avoid too.
Not if I met you both at the same time.
Because you know, if me and you continued, Holly, if we would have continued on that chat, more people like in this chat and other chats would keep chiming in, and it would get worse, and everybody's going to bump heads. And it's just not worth the hassle of this shit.
No, I get what you're saying. I mean, I said my piece. I'm not like I was fine.
Yeah. So that's
well
good.
now,
you know,
but now,
like I said,
now
it's good too to get Taryn in. That was great seeing Taryn in here, and you know, like I said, listen to him, and I'll let you know too as soon as you know, like I said, due to Kata Silvas, I can't share that information, you know, the footage with everybody, but hopefully they could get everything set up and, you know, start doing more live like you're going to be doing.
He's not going to. He's not going to delete it, Pink Tiger.
I will never delete
Josh,
it.
I'm going to go to bed.
Yeah.
But
I'm going to call tonight. It's almost 1 in the morning here.
Silvers. Here's the thing. Now, when you hear lives of me going after your friend, you know why, and you don't have to call me a bitch, okay?
Yeah. I got you, Holly. Okay. I got you.
Yeah, good night, Foz.
But you guys have a good night. I'm going to get off here, too.
Oh, okay.
Have a good night, everybody. Thanks, everybody in the chat.
All right, good night.
Like I said, now I know who you are, Foz, so if you hit me up and bring me back, I know who you are.
Yep.
All right, buddy.
All right, take care.